Yo! And I think I just realized, I'm sorry, I think my drum and bass playlist was going in the background over my intro music, which must have been disturbing. I'm sorry about that, but welcome to the Catan Premier League final, King of Catan. And isn't this one for today? Today we have King of Catan representing their finest, the top four of this season of the format, the Premier League final, and we have absolutely stacked lineup here today. Really excited for this one. Gumnut with the follow. Yo! Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Bruno in the chat. What's going on? Hello. Hola. Tudo bam. What's going on, Squash? Are you doing what you did last season, highlighting the best games of the season? So I'm actually looking at an annual sum up. Unfortunately, I think I overextended in wanting to do it every month or even every season. At the moment, I'm very caught up with a lot of different things, and it's been difficult for me. That's why there's also not been a Premier League final video this season, which I'm. It is a shame, but yeah, I haven't been able to get to it myself. But yes, so I am going to be keeping track of the fire games. There's definitely a few games from this season that are already on my shortlist, but I think that's going to be a yearly sum up. That's basically going to be 2 years, two sheep's first year as a, as a site for competitive games. We've had some incredible matches, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But maybe this game will make it there. Who knows? You love those interview videos? Yeah, I love them too. I really like working on them. It's just, yeah, a lot going on at the moment. A lot. Abend, Hector the Dog, what's going on? About to start. Very good. Yeah. So we have an incredible lobby here. We have 2 US players, 1 UK, 1 Canadian. We have Donny, who has really got quite a broad set of accomplishments here. And he qualified directly for the final. Now Harry we saw win his semi-final, but Noisepond and Swood were already in here. Swood, Canadian national finalist, of course, and has got his online resume up as well. This is not his first final. This is Noisepond taking on his first final in the season, and I think this is actually his debut season in the Premier League, which is very exciting. And then, yes, we do have Harry, the UK representing, and yeah, between this group, I mean, they're all really clever. I think quite creative players. So I'm just super excited to get into it, see how it goes. Sounds like the guys are good to go. So let's get into it. Let's go for it, lads. Here we go. All right. So I'll dip into the voice chat after we get through the first couple placements. All right. We are looking at a bit of a strip board here in terms of how the resources are distributed. It's really interesting. Yeah, exactly. So this is Noise and Harry's both their debut season. Harry won the semi-final last week, which was awesome. Donny's been crushing in the Premier League, honestly, and Swood as well. Yeah, they are regulars, and Noise and Harry kind of jumping up there. One of these guys is going to win their first Premier League title, and honestly, all of them have been on incredible form. They've gone from strength to strength over the past couple of years as players. So I think, any of these guys could win it. They're all really strong, and I'm really excited, honestly, to see which one of these guys bring it home. They all definitely deserve it. Unfortunately, only one is going to get it now. But yeah, with Noise and Harry actually just ripping through their first season and making the final. 2 of the 4 spots were due to those new players. I mean, they locked it down. Swood and Donny, I wouldn't call them necessarily veterans, but over the last few seasons, having been so consistent in those finals, yeah, all of them have shown definitely they're capable of taking down. As a debut season ever won Premier League, I don't think Rodog won it his first one, did he? I think Ush Puppy, the first PL. Oh, okay, Ush Puppy might have. I don't know if he did it the first one, but he won the PC. I think he won PCL and then PL in back-to-back seasons. That was my impression, but it might not be. No? Okay, then it was some between. All right, so this board has a line of wheat all the way through the middle, a line of ore all the way through the middle, which is quite interesting in terms of how the resources are clumped. All the sheep is on the left as well. You have this 4 in the middle. The port distribution is quite interesting, and obviously Swood up in first here, taking all of that ore, Noisepawn in second, Harry in third, and Donnie in fourth. The further you go down that line, the more you're going to have to consider which port outs are relevant, maybe not only just for you, but for the other players that you could leave it to. I like this A510 a lot. It's a cool sheep port. 10-9 shouldn't be open, but there's potential maybe for a 9-2 expansion later. The sheep port could be good. The wheat is great here. I mean, 6-9-5 is strong, but you might not get the 3-for-1. 5-8-10 seems good. 5-8-4 is a little optimistic. If you want the 6-3, maybe you get it. I don't know. 6-9-3 could really go to anyone, I feel. Even A5-10 could play it. 6-9-5 could play it. Not a lot of wood for this wood port. This wood port is not going to do much this game. The brick port, on the other hand, could definitely see some usage. Something like the 8. This could probably be the best possible wood port play. Would be something like this, with the double wood, nice brick port that invests in the wood, a good 3-for-1. You can kind of double on all of these hexes and just keep buffing it up. It's quite nice. But obviously there's a lot of aura around as well. 6-3 to 6-2 is going to be tempting for a number of players, I imagine. And definitely interesting from Swood. You know, he's placed this pretty confidently. He's quite quick. Okay, Donnie's telling me we started good. Right, they're not getting into anything yet. Once we get down to the 3rd or 4th placement, I think we'll see if there's any deal making going on. Donnie's definitely going to try and spin something to his advantage. We'll see. I think Spencer's pants might already be cream. It's a good start. Definitely. Loads of wheat on this board. It's a really, really, really nice spot. But something tells me that this is going to end up pretty balanced. I think everyone's going to have a lot of nice stuff. Swood will have an advantage, but you know, in a world where 6-3 is taken, which I mean, there are many worlds where that happens. He may not necessarily have the long-term advantage, but I think the advantage of 6-9-4 is that early game you should expect to outproduce on ore. Obviously, someone who takes 10-9-11 is going to have practically a city very early. I like the 8-5-10. Now it's interesting. I mean, you can point to the coast. 8-4-3 good rush for that. The sheep port is strong. I think it's definitely worth considering. You go for the 3-for-1 now and go back for that sheep port later, or do you just invest in the sheep port and try and build a city there? Okay, goes to the sheep port first. 6-3 reminds me of Bowl 6-3 when he plowed Tiago and Worlds. Right, I think this is a better port than that was. Heard something about Cream? Yeah, well, sorry, I'm a massive streaming noob today. I think I left my drum and bass playlist on while I was in the middle of introing my stream. I didn't even realize it was on the whole time, so that was probably quite stressful. But I think the 10-9-11 could even go in 3rd here, honestly. This is an interesting one, man. I'm overloaded from how much stuff there is on this board. The 10-9-11 offers a lot. 6-9-5 works with everything. I feel maybe not everything. 6-9-5 has good outs though. I mean, either 8-4-3 or 10-9-11 would both be really good. They have to restart. They forgot to turn on fish. Put $5 in Swood. Yeah, once we have placements down, we'll go for a gamba. And cheers, by the way, I do have a beer with me to enjoy this momentous game. This is the Schöferhofer Weissen. That's Weissen. Delicious. Harry's up in 3rd here, and actually, they may be getting into discussions. I'm gonna keep listening. Where are the pawns? Fish mode has Catan. You guys are playing plenty of that. Swood biggest comeback this season? You mean in the standings? Yeah, Fish League when? Dude. I know, I'm seeing you guys like the fish. I like it too. We might figure something out with fish at some point, but yeah. Keep spreading the word. The more interest, the more likely it is that we could do something. How do we qualify for fish though? It would probably be an open event if we did a first thing. Right, 843 happens. Fish qualifier. Now you're thinking. Alright, wow. Look at what Donnie's got here. Something tells me that Donnie's gonna take that 10 and 11 for sure. He just loves taking ore. I'm really curious to see if he does take anything else, but I'd be surprised. Now, you know, is there another option to take the 9, 5, 10 to kind of to mess with this situation? Like you take something like this potentially, and the 3 for 1, and like kind of just block out some of the. You can't really prevent the wheat. You like SPS all the wheat? Oh, this one. I don't really. It's not that he can't make it work, because there is going to be brick around and there will be ore around. But I feel like you can probably fashion a really consistent game here by just taking a lot of ore and wheat. It seems generally hard to block. 8, 5, 4, 9, 5, 10. Yeah, okay, so that was a variant I did consider very briefly. My concern is, so let's take a look at this. Why would Swood not take 8-3? Is it not the best possible out they could ever get? I feel like 8-3 doesn't stay. So I don't love 8-5-4 just for that reason. You plan on it? Right, but I feel like if you're taking all of the wheat anyway, you're giving up a bit of. I mean, you could basically start with. It's not guaranteed, but you could expect to roll into like a first orbit city by taking the 10, 9, 11 with like any of the wheat. And that's pretty powerful. And that's something no one else in this board is going to be able to do, despite the ore production. I think he's taking 10, 9, 11 here, man. I don't know. Oh man, Donnie, dude. It's just like whenever I don't want him to do it, he does it. It's Donnie, dude. It's Donnie. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, no one even wants the 10, 9, 11 now. Then why not 8, 4, 3, 5, 9, 10? That was what I thought. That was my idea. I don't see a reason to greed the 8, 3. That's just my point. It just seems like. I mean, maybe he wants to plow Swood. If you plow Swood and it is got it, he might just be going for it. Big cojones. Yeah, this is strange because 10, 9, 11 now might, like, I don't know who wants that. I think Donnie could have had basically a turn 1 city. Donnie will get army this game? For sure, dude, for sure. I know, I can already see it coming. I shouldn't have said anything. It's objectively the right settles? Well, okay, you ended your sentence with, in my opinion, so it's not objectively. In my opinion, it's not objectively the right settle. I think there's a few options that you can entertain that are pretty good. Hey man, it's your wording, not mine. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. I don't think this is clearly the best either. I just think it's a good option. I think that's kind of the beauty of this board. There's a lot of really good options. Yeah, so Harry was really the only person I could have anticipated taking a 10, 9, 11. Not shocking. He's definitely going to be trading. Donaldinho, yes. They're not talking. I don't hear anything. What's going on, Griffin? Flying Chinaman in the chat. 8-3 to 8-10 for Griffin now. What the hell is that pick? Yeah, so he could have taken 6, 5, 11 left here, right? He's an interesting player. Yeah. It opens at 6, 9, 12. Yeah, like I don't think that my problem is that for Donnie, this doesn't actually operate defensively, really. I don't see why this is a bad thing. Like, look at what noise fun gets you.
What the hell is happening? That is A great question.
And then just like this, I mean,
Fake.
this didn't prevent anything, but like, I don't know if this was really effective
I'm open
defensively.
to working with you here in some capacity. Obviously, there's like 3 different spots around the 6.
6-5-11 left would have definitely got 10-3-11 for sure. And the noise one probably would take 6-3-11. I mean, he could take 6-12-11 and lock it too.
I feel like I just...
But Swud still gets 8-3. Like, Swud is super happy with this, and I think Donnie hasn't really
I'm pretty open
anything.
to like, if you want to try and like get 2 of the triple X's, as long as you could like help me kind of make a starting road to drop on the first turn.
After Donnie's placement, I don't know about 10 and 11, right? But
yeah,
it's not bad either. I think there's definitely merit to playing Wheatless here. I don't think it's necessarily like amazing, but why you took it as 6th floors you. It's not super natural to play, I suppose, but I don't think he's actually going to have too much problem playing this, because like Noise Pond is probably going to start with double wheat here, and Sword's going to start with wheat, and he's going to have an actual feasible road play, which I think when you are playing a game like this, you have to consider every angle. 6-5-11 definitely could have worked out, but I don't know. You might having the double wood, a lot of wheat production from Donnie. I think he's going to get trades. He's going to get his hands on wheat regardless. I don't know if it's the best option, but I think, yeah, I don't know, man. Definitely funky. What's going on, Kelly? Yeah, so 6-3. Whoa, hold on. He did not take the coordinated 5s.
No way you can get both.
I think you point right here then. Yeah. I think Sword just needs to take the double wheat here.
Man, yeah, chord 6s for Sword is so good.
6-9-12 is not bad either.
I thought Harry was gonna take the other.
You point down.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie chose to leave it open by not by going 5-9-10. Like it automatically makes all the wheat.
11-12 is the real crate 9-12. Man.
Harry was gonna.
Yeah, that's true. I could have tried to lock it.
You went to an Amish place today? Nice.
Yeah. I thought 6-5-9 was gonna come down with like 8-4-3 or 9-5-10 or 9-10-11 or something.
I was just gonna get taken.
Yeah, I mean, the only dilemma for me here is that like Donnie placed in a way he started with a road to try and plow 6-3.
Yeah, Donnie is definitely looking to plow that 6-3. There's no doubt in my mind.
I mean, I'm just gonna go for the 8-3, man. I'm not gonna do that. The 3-1 port's right there.
Yeah, what's interesting is Harry taking 10-9-11 makes us that Sword just gets the best spot ever. Like they could easily have locked this up, and made it so that Sword actually goes for the 8-3. Now in this situation, Sword isn't even incentivized to go 8-3, and he'll still get 6-3 probably. 8-3 is really good for Sword. I think it's like a setup like this with all wheat sheep in an amazing production city. It's quite rare, and with a 3-for-1 it's really strong, and 8-10 is amazing expansion. If you get 8-3, you can build into 6-3. If you get that down before Donnie gets there, strong, man. But then again, he's spoiled for options. I mean, 6-9-12 down is reasonable. It might not work out, but it could. 6-5-11 is definitely fine, and you probably would leverage that to get onto 6-3 earlier. If you went 6-9-12, you probably accept the risk of conceding 6-3. Donnie will take 6-3 if he can, regardless of what he claims. Yeah, for sure. It's way too good. It's the Premier League final. There's no way Donnie's gonna not do everything in his power here.
Yeah, I think I gotta do this, but
All right, we have the first rolls. We have a 4. That's sheep, and they have 10. All right, so 6, 5, 11 happens to Sword. He is going to be. Oh my god! Oh my god! Donnie has a few ways to get a road down here, but not 2, I think. Oh man. 6, 5, 11 for Sword. Yeah, were you thinking 8, 3 or 6, 9, 12? All right. Gamba. Hold on.
Oh, he plowed you. There's the 6.
Who will become the Premier League champion?
We rolled. No break. Yeah, no one needs wood. There's no brick.
Gamba.
Just
5 gets hammered. Yeah. But 6 is.
Does anyone want sheep?
6 gets hit just as much.
Wood?
Nar.
Nar? All nar?
Probably not for now.
Oh, so there's a 6 already in for Sword.
Stocked up.
Harry needs to make a trade
Yeah, I
here.
guess so.
Donnie has a lot of brick.
Harry, do you want wood at all?
Sorry, Donnie has a lot of wood.
I was literally just about to offer this. This gives you a road and close to a sea.
Oh, wow. Nice. Nice.
I could
just
use
to get
this
through
as
you on
well.
the
It
third
doesn't
turn in a
really
row.
do as much for me than Sword though, because I think
Does
he's
anyone
closer.
want to do this?
That is a
No, we can't do
monster
more.
trade.
It's a city for you. I think you kind of
Donnie
think
might do
Wait,
this.
is this a city for him?
It's a city for
Yeah,
him. Yeah, it's a city for him. It's a road for me, and it's a
100%.
settle
You
for
start at
John.
9, 10, 11, 10 rolls.
Yeah,
like
it's a city for him.
9.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll be down to do the 2 for 2, but
It's just it's a road for me, whereas it's a settle for Donnie. But either way, I think you're getting the best end of it with a city. Like
Yeah, it is a settle for Donnie.
the only reason I'm accepting it is because Donnie accepted. I don't think we should have done that trade personally.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't love the trade. I actually agree with you. Probably not a great idea to give a what is this orbit to city.
Yeah.
He's already got the city up.
This is really big for Donnie.
Yeah.
He's going on to that 8-3 now. And actually, if he rolls a 9, he has the plow on 6-3. He has it now. I think. Wait, how much wheat does he have? He must be so. He might have had it there with a 4-1. I think he was maybe cut off. That's interesting. I didn't understand that he made a deal for the 6-3 yet. I don't think that actually happened.
1 for 1 meat. Harry?
No, wheat's not bad. Not on this board.
Donnie's looking maybe for a dev here.
He's already got his city trade easy enough. He doesn't need more right now. Got to restock the orgs first.
Oh
that's
wow,
very true. Yeah.
That's really that's pretty greedy of Donnie. I feel like he's going on to 2 ore in hand. It's effectively a guaranteed ore steal. I think Swood might go for it. He needs it too. But can Swood block Donnie actually? Apart from soloing him, no, not really. The 9 and the 10. I mean, neither 9 and the 10 make more sense than the 8. I think. You kind of don't want the 9. You don't really want the 10 to roll this game. I think just
Donnie's got 2 all Swood if you want to sit here.
Maybe we should have asked for one more card from Harry, but
should have soloed Donnie for the ore here.
Yeah.
Pretty greedy. I think there is definitely a punish for that. Swood does 7
I'm happy
out.
to trail or for something. I think we have to work together a little bit now.
That's yeah, that's a classic Donnie line. So he's just traded point for point with Harry.
But
He said we need to help each other, but actually,
why the solo block?
I'm just worried about you plowing.
yeah. And the thing is, Donnie would do it.
I already went for the 8-3. I'm not plowing you.
Is that what that means?
I think you'll be fine, man. Especially if you don't get the 6-9-12 spot. I definitely shouldn't plow you.
No, I'm not getting 6-9-12. Definitely not.
Yeah. So I'm not plowing you. I think we all know that. So I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You say we all know that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Donnie,
blocks, like,
if I was Donnie, I would definitely
get it off.
If I was Donnie, I would definitely plouse
like, normally I would return the favor, but I feel like that's not really the right way to play this. I just really
I 7-0 2 to start. Like I'm not really in the position to.
Donnie just hitting Harry makes so much sense. I mean, he basically always has Aura in hand, right?
I think it's either the 8 or the 9 make the most sense for you.
Right.
I mean, Harry does have War already.
Harry does have War.
But on this board or not?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they changed that. They changed the UI.
You can do both.
You can still like hit people or like select their settlements instead of.
All right.
That's very interesting. I didn't know they changed the UI. I got a little confused there.
Yeah.
Donnie's been looking for that dev. Looks like he got a sheep from Harry. Ooh, nice. I think we've only had 1-4 this game. Yeah. Noise Pond not doing much right now, but after he gets this settled down, he's gonna be.
I need an 8.
He's gonna start moving.
Block it.
Noise really wants to settle here. Crucial. Wow.
Yeah, I need you guys to roll some 8 so I can eventually
5 is a 9.
one day.
Is a 4? Probably not the 4.
My blocks are terrible.
9 of the 5. Noise Pond.
Donnie has for now.
Ooh.
Oh, I got fucking wood.
That's all I have.
That's really lucky.
Wow.
That's very lucky, yeah.
He took his chances there and he did get unlucky. Wow.
Oh, he threw out the wood too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have wood.
Me too.
Alright.
Yeah,
unfortunate for Noise, but
just, like, wood. Well,
but it seems like he didn't really care. Yeah, I mean, he said he wanted the 8 to roll in order to be able to settle, and without it, you can't do much. So it is what it is. I guess he thought that was worth taking, and I think settling the 6-9-12 is just so massive. Oh wow, Tony getting hit a lot here.
Unblocking that was the worst thing I ever did.
Wait, why do you throw out the wheat, man?
Because I thought I'd rob wheat.
Oh, okay.
Back to the 8.
Yeah, back to the 8. I guess so.
It's really good
bad for Noise though, because he needs the 8.
Yeah.
It's so huge for Donnie to do this. Keeping Noise away from his 9 is massive.
Yeah,
you just rub Harry here.
I was only going to 4-1 my cards. It's not like they were actual by any means.
He just doesn't want a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Could have been another dev there. If you stole an ore from Harry, if he's holding a wheat. He must have an extra wood here as well, Donnie. More A-Rod, what's going on? Most normal Donnie army game.
I'm not even sure if this is a good trade.
Yes.
No.
Oh man. Wow. Oh man, he would have been on that 12 and it rolled twice. I am not liking how this is falling out for Noise right now. This is not looking good. And Noise, Donnie is just cooking. He's got the 3-for-1. He's getting ore all over the place.
Not really, because I don't have anything to support you.
All right, yeah.
And Harry's pretty stagnant. Like the thing is,
and I missed both the wheat fields on him.
Yeah, it's pretty funny also that Noise managed to get the only non-wheat cuts. Noise is now. Oh, that looks like an insurance deal. Sorry, not just Noise, but Harry, incredibly restricted by this 8 block. Really advantageous for Donnie. He can keep anyone going off that, getting onto his 9. And he does roll it there. Wow. Oh my god, he might actually plow.
Everyone's on 2-3 points.
I mean, I'll do a 1-for-1. I think this still gives you the city, but...
No, I mean...
Noise pawn 1 stat.
1 for
think
1
I
with
need
you,
to
9
correct.
cards, 3 to 1.
Oh,
It is just not
Donnie is
there.
cooking.
Harry, the other issue here is that Donnie's just going to keep popping for Army, and then he's going to have a double play window with Road.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
mean,
I'm giving him a
it's a
city there. He
trade
already
for a
has
city,
2.
so-
And if he ever pulls a mono, he's just going to rip all these ores from us and just double city for the win.
Yeah, dude, I can just see it
I mean,
happening.
that's very wishful thinking, but I like this plan just gives Harry another city, which is just good for him.
It doesn't.
Well, you clearly think it's good for you if you're making the offer too. It's not just good for Harry.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely decent for me.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, he's just getting shut down every time.
Then I will.
Pretty funny. Donnie calling wishful thinking when we all know that if he did in fact pull a mono, he would rip the fattest mono in history and probably win as a result. So I think it's more Donnie's wishful thinking that he would hope to pull one. Maybe he wishes to get it. Okay, so he does go for the 9. So what that does tell us, he didn't pull a road builder, or he really wants to spend the brick. But my guess is that he just wanted to get that gone. No road builder in hand for Donnie. Interesting. 6-3 plow to go crazy? Yes. It would.
I have a city in hand. Where do we place it?
Oh man, this is an easy 695 city. Can't like 694.
I'm scared of Donnie's mono long term. So like, I don't know if I city the ore.
It's an interesting
If I
thought.
city
This
the
is
wheat, then Harry's gonna get a lot of wheat trade.
This is the kind of thinking that I feel like can open up your options and, you know, anticipate the threat, which is good. But I think it's also, to me, it seems like overthinking. If you do not city the 694 here, things get really, really messy. I feel like you're gonna have really dirty hands, and you're not even gonna make the sheep to go with the rest of the all-wheat sheep. That's tough. Having both the 6s, I feel like it just begs to make that much ore, and the potential to just rip through this game by hitting a few 6s and 694 early. Got a second city. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems like it's just so powerful. And the same threat that Swood mentions about Donnie is the same here, which is that his wheat monos on Donnie are brutal. Completely brutal. Even on his own 6s, Noise is going to be on there at least twice. So that may even have been a bluff from Swood, just calling it out because he actually has the reverse of it. And that would be really interesting if that's true. He drops Road to throw off the Road Builder pull, 6-3 this orbit. Dude, Robin, if he really has it,
okay.
If Donnie has it, I think he
like
wins.
Donnie's third dev, so that's Army right there.
Oh my god, it's just happening. Donnie's gonna double play in the Premier League final in like 20 turns.
Quick game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a double play in like 45 turns, I think. I don't know who's defending Road here.
Swood just says the same shit I said. Okay.
Do you have a mono?
Noise Ponder's also played a night and now popped.
Whoever pulls mono in this game.
Yeah, mono is absurd. Probably worst for Noise.
I think I'm gonna get rid of these cards.
The way that people are reacting and not reacting to this mono talk, that's happened a couple times now. I mean, Swood, Harry, either of them could have it. Donnie is kind of quiet. Dude, any of them could have it, and they would be such good monos that it would make sense that they wouldn't talk about it. Noisebond probably has the worst mono in this game, and it's still not bad. It's just, it's probably going to be the less powerful version. Gaslighting on Donnie's so funny. They're talking like he already has Army and a mono and Road. Well, as long as he can keep the 8 brick plugged, I think it's kind of a 2-player game, to be honest. I think that Swood has the only position that can actively contest Donnie right now, and Donnie does threaten the double, you know. As long as that brick is blocked, no one can even attempt to play for Road. No one can even build roads. So yeah, I do feel like it's a valid concern. I don't think it's crazy, but you know, Swood is in my opinion, it's Swood and Donnie now. Right now, they're way ahead. Noise has a bit of a slow burn position. They all have a mono. Yeah, well, for this Premier League final, we at Two Sheep did make the deck have 4 monos. We gave them in the first round of devs for every player. Harry with the 8 open can get quite a lot done. He can get onto this 9-2. He's got the wood bore around the corner. He can play for Road. So with this 8 open, things happen. With the 8 blocked off, it's difficult to imagine that Swood or Donny don't win this. This talk is kind of funny. Swood has easily the biggest position here, and it's not even close. Yeah, that's why I do think it's interesting. He was talking about his city choices if he was scared of what would happen. Like this isn't the most incredible city you've ever seen, ever, for an all-wheat sheep player. It's just crazy. This is really, really strong. But unfortunately, and I've learned this from decades of experience with Donny, he'll find a way, man. And even if you don't see it now, he'll make you see it.
No, I think you're. Like, I'm just gonna have wood and yeah, I'll do the free wood.
Well, here after the game, the reason for Harry going 8-4-3 and 5. Yeah, me too. I think.
You are getting on the 9 as well, so it's actually
Brick's
pretty
not bad,
decent.
but
Yeah,
then
I
get rid of all my wood, and the wood becomes valuable. But
this is big for Noise.
Like if I could pop 2, but then I'm just gonna have like only like it's just.
What's one forwarding wood?
Yeah.
Oh, forwarding wood. Okay.
Lower.
No, I got you. I feel like you need a settle at this point, even though you are getting rid of your wood.
This is big because brick is now
bricks are just not rolling and
spreadable.
getting fucked. I don't think it's
Yeah, it's good that
way.
someone else gets on brick too.
Yeah, this makes it so that road can be fed around. Noise Pond's gonna have a lot of brick. If he does the best with what he's gonna have available. Hopefully he can roll some brick. He's gonna be able to charge a premium for helping people extend the game. In a spot where he's not gonna have an explosive setup for a while. So I think he can definitely benefit from being on all of this brick. He now has every brick tile. Should work well in his favor. He should know well enough to leverage that advantage, because probably it may well end up being Harry with Road. I mean, Noise could definitely do it, but is that a setup? Is that a game you want to play? I think not, honestly. I think as Noise Pond, you want Sheepport, you want a City 8-5-10, and then if you do end up with Road, cool, but doesn't seem like the best way to play this game. Playing for Road does seem like an expensive work, potentially, against Harry, who could cut you off, and Donny, who will always be able to play for Road. But I think as Noise, you want to really be trading Road play to Harry for ore. And Harry doesn't have an extremely explosive position. There's nothing he can really do from this point to become like unstoppable, unblockable. It's just decent. Like he'll get on the wood port, hit the 8-4-3, have a couple of free card rolls. It's whatever. It's fine. I think Harry could reasonably end up being a road candidate, probably the best road candidate. Don't know what Donny's going to do here, but if Donny gets his hands on a city, then people are going to get pretty spooked pretty quickly. Yeah, he hasn't. I don't think anyone has been robbed apart from Donny this game. It's maybe Swood.
The good thing is you were under this time, so then not that unfortunate.
Maybe make Harry. Has this been tested? I don't fucking know.
No, I don't think it has.
No, Ore is a great block for Noise.
Noise, I feel like this is a good spot for me to reveal my dev so that I don't get robbed, because I think I'm not doing great. If you're interested.
Sure.
I have a victory point and a road builder.
Oh. Okay.
All right, this is what I'll just do this.
Well, if you have a road builder, then you have the 6-3.
Donny's crying about that.
Yeah, it's just like army pacing has gone to like you're 2.5 devs up on army already.
Yeah, I think this is...
I'm not moving it off the 9. Like I don't need the 9 at this point. I need a cell.
Harry might not.
A non-knight.
Harry doesn't have a knight then.
Yeah, you can make that assumption.
I don't know.
I'm just saying I'm not moving it.
So
cards, I don't know.
It almost makes sense, but I feel like he was so forthcoming with the fact that the way he said it just tells me that he doesn't have a knight, and he just wants them to feel that he doesn't, like to make them think that he might still have it because he's holding a mono. I don't know. I think he's got something decent in there. I don't think that's a knight, but we'll see. That's just, I mean, it's literally his best hex. I don't know if you can make that case.
A 9 would be just like good cards.
And it's not. I mean, this is the thing about Harry's setup. It's arguably his best hex, and it doesn't do much.
And it wasn't tested. I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
feel like this game is just like figure out who has what devs because like I feel like mono just kills on this board.
Yeah, I told my devs I'm gonna
do I return it to the 6?
Donnie in a really interesting spot here. You know, having heard Swoods devs. Okay, so unless he's a road builder or a yacht now, he's not getting the 6-3 ever. He's approaching a road play, and you know, looking at Donnie potentially getting into this, potentially getting on this. Make for an interesting city here, which becomes like a big road threat, but also like the brick port is nice. It's Noise Pond there. Interesting. What's Noise Pond holding? Brick? What is Donnie doing here?
I think you can connect. If not, I think one of them could double play.
Yeah.
My road is so awkward. Like if I start building, it's so obvious too.
It doesn't make sense for Noise to play for road here. I don't know that.
Yeah, but you just have the best resources from it.
Yeah. Noise, do you have the brick?
He stole it.
Okay, so you don't have another one.
Who doesn't have this wood? But knowing that it's a VP and a road builder, Donnie kind of needs to plow TBH while he builds 9 brick. I don't know. I think he may have had it earlier, or maybe he was 1 card off. I don't know. But he
5.
He acted so quickly that it seemed like he ignored the possibility, which doesn't seem like Donnie. Donnie seems like, to me, when I watch Donnie play, I would assume that he always goes for that plow. And in Premier League final, I mean, that is a big spot for Swoon, and it's a big spot for Donnie. I'm curious. We're gonna have to find out after the game. This replay is one already. Seeing all of this dev stuff that's flying around, all of hidden information, is gonna be really curious. I'm gonna be really curious to see how they actually played this. I think Donnie talked himself into not plowing. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, what does that even mean though? Like why? Hard to tell. Harry with a dev here, and he's saying it might be a knight. My hunch is it isn't. He told Swood he wouldn't plow and Swood solo blocked him. Yeah, I think... So the point at which he got soloed was after he had dropped the road, and I don't think he needed that road to be dropped. I think he could have already...
Can I keep the wood?
Oh, shit. That trade's fine?
Wait, no.
Too weak for a wood?
I thought Donnie might be looking at going all the way around 6-3.
It's actually fine. That's actually
okay. In that case, I'll settle and then I'll give you insurance.
Yeah.
Like we said about mono, I just want to make sure that.
Alright, take whatever. Edit that however
right now.
Yeah. So I'll do this and then.
They didn't listen to Noise. I couldn't hear him either.
Yeah, and then we'll just straight back.
Something about mono.
On a night, I don't know. I'll just pass. It's fine.
I think that there is a mono on the board. I think Harry or Donnie has a mono right now. Oh.
Alright, that worked.
Do feel like it's, I don't know.
Harry landing a 1 with 2 retrade. Yeah, right. That's really huge.
He's robbing his own card.
No, but I'm telling you, block 8.
Yeah, that's
I think you like block 8, hit Noise, because then you're like still blocking Harry's production, but.
Obviously, but I don't think you're in a bad position either.
Yeah, I mean, you could rob my sheep if you want. Like, we're on the same 4. Do you need another sheep?
No, but I'm just stating that you're not in a bad position. I might just put it back on the 6.
Whoa. Okay.
Just remember, Harry could have mono. Like, if we rolls with the court now.
I mean, the real question is, like, who's going to get road? Like,
still hits Noise. I don't agree with that. I think if you block the 6, you shouldn't hit Noise.
I'll talk on my turn Noise then.
Like, I don't have a port right now.
I would not have robbed. Oh wow, settle pop. Oh my god, dude, they're gonna get cooked. I'm just gonna cook them.
But you had the like. I'm saying, who gets mono on this board? That's like could be 2 or 3 points.
Well, whoever gets mono on this board likely wins. There's nothing.
So the thing that me and Noise are pointing out is that if Donnie gets a mono, he rips all the ore from me and Harry, and if Harry gets a mono, he rips all the wheat from me and Donnie. And Noise. So it's like either one of them.
Donnie can't have army. Like this game can't go with Donnie with army.
Like anyone with mono just rips.
Noise. Do I go 9 and hit Donnie, or what's the move here? Or do I like go to the 8 and hit Harry so that he can flush his.
9 brick makes a lot of sense. It's definitely 9 brick.
It's Donnie.
It's up to you.
It's
but you really don't.
Donnie's way like until like we know we both have 2 non-knights.
Yeah.
Or, like they both have a non-knight. Like I'd say Donnie with the non-knight play right now is scary.
I mean, but Noise, you're gonna say it's me because of the army thing.
No, no, Noise doesn't even care about army that much. Like he obviously would want to keep it, but Donnie, like blocking that 9 is actually really powerful. It makes it so that the threat of Donnie double playing early is kind of eliminated, and Noise doesn't need that brick at all. So it's a great block. Donnie's way ahead in terms of being able to access a win. He could even have, I mean, there's a hypothetical where he holds Knight VP or 2 VPs. We know he has a non-Knight, so it's Knight VP or 2 VPs. If he pulls, basically, if he can end with 2 VPs in hand, he just needs one. He just needs to pull onto army and build 2 roads, and that's it, right? I'm not actually going for army. Yeah, well, it's Donnie. I mean, Donnie kind of just. Donnie typically says that he's not going to do something to get people off his back, and then he might just do it by accident. That's been my impression.
It's like the best dev.
Donnie just like, kind of finds himself in situations.
Army and like non-knights, and it's like I don't know how
the best production setup you get.
I mean, stumbling into it, yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
I don't have a chance of
a double play.
Army's also gone, so it's like it's going to be good production, but it's like other people are going to get the cheap points, which is army and road, and I don't unless you guys like defend them horribly or like I get lucky, I don't see myself getting them, so that obviously has to be factored in. But no, I totally hear what you're saying as well.
Yeah, Swood is not living the game he had last final. He got to 9 points before anyone else got a 4, if I remember correctly, and he had multiple winning rolls. He's like a card off many times. This is not looking like that. In fact, I would argue that Swood is probably near the bottom of the pile. I think Swood and Noise Pond. Swood is better. It's definitely in a better position than Noise Pond. Noise Pond is, in my opinion, I don't know about far and last. He's not looking good. This is a very weak position to maintain. He has very little production. He has no city, no port, no production advantage. Yeah, I think Swood is always going to be fine here with that 3-for-1, getting on the 3 as well. He makes so much extra wheat. Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, but the fact that Swood can just generate a city with a 6. I think the number of times I've seen Donnie solo this game, someone should hit this 6 ore, to be honest. Like, does anyone want this 6 to roll? I don't think so. I feel like they should be able to.
I think 5 is fine.
They should be able to unify on that. Well, I don't think 5 is reasonable. 5 doesn't really do anything to anyone.
Yeah, the thing is, I think any non-6 block doesn't really impact Swood anymore.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny how his setup is, but
I don't know if Donnie's being passive aggressive or he like really thinks it's funny.
I don't want it to block the 4 though.
Like any non-6 block is just.
Yeah, this was
no
5 was not strong.
Just roll 6 and.
Maybe I should have even just blocked 6 ore.
It was absolutely the 6 ore. The only block that really makes a difference, I feel like here. Donnie with 2 non-knights huge. I called it, didn't I? I mean, 2 VPs could definitely be. VP mono is crazy. Noise Pond is in a brutal situation where he needs to keep defending army. This is what I would consider a pretty nightmare all-wheat sheep situation, or like army situation, is that you have effectively no production. You have no competitive advantage, like in terms of rolls or like spread of resources. Not even the port is that good, it's just decent. And you're forced into a mid-game / end game that revolves around buying more devs because you can't afford to lose army. It's not even for like your game necessarily needs army, but the game will end if you don't lose it. Because someone else will take it like that. You get forced into one of those spots, and then you never get your production up unless one of those devs is a mono and you manage to keep pacing. It's gross, man. It does suck. And Noise Pond is in that spot. I think this is really brutal for him. You hope monos are dev 24 and 25. For the sake of the game, I suppose so. Yeah.
Then you don't produce quick.
The earlier mono shows up.
If army's gone, then I might have to fight road. Who knows?
Cuts the game by 20 turns.
You have 3 devs now, and I mean, either way, it's like if it's knights, then you have a shot. Army. If
You know he has a VP. But Donnie's chatting a little bit of rubbish there. There's no way that Sword really gets onto Army, I feel, here long term. Because between Noise and Donnie, like, Noise has no reason to give up on it now. And if anything, you know, speaking of the mono, Noise is best for Noise to get the mono. Which is incidentally also his best chance of winning. He needs the mono, and the mono is arguably the weakest for him. If he rolls a couple of sixes back to back, sure, like you double city, that's really great. If you don't really roll sixes, you could argue that the monos are just not great. You can maybe mono a little sheep off the 4. You can mono a bit of wheat, but you can't port it. You can mono some ore on the 9s, but if the 6s aren't rolling, you don't have wheat. So, city or double dev there is Sword. Given 2 knights and Donnie. Definitely devs. I mean, the city is 1 roll. The city is basically free. I don't feel that there's much you get from this city at this point. It feels like more of a point. Oh, he's Gamba Fidelity. Yo, Timmy in the chat. What's going on? Why isn't this getting blocked? I don't know. I think it should have been the 6 like twice already.
I just don't have.
Oh, you have city.
I have city, but I'm like debating.
Noise 1 city is maybe risky. Because Donnie can get pacing, right? Plays a knight out.
Then I lose the or I don't gain any flexibility outside of extra cards.
Yeah, it's tough actually.
I can't.
Skill final.
I have no popping anything.
On that.
So
I'm not
are you
on
trying
that.
to settle or pop here?
Right.
You want this, Harry? I think I've.
Yes, I remember.
This would get rid of my city, and I'll just take a pop.
Let's see.
I think we do want. I think we do want Noise to hold down the.
What about this? What about this? Would you do this?
That could be.
That makes sense to me.
Noise and Harry timer.
5 seconds.
We'll see. I don't even know if that made any sense. But
interesting.
It gives you double, right?
No.
Oh.
Oh, he gave away wheat ore? Oh, I don't like that.
God, that's
Alright.
Oh.
That's unfortunate, but I do have a city at least.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not good for me.
Why did he trade into
I might build 10 adventures.
An ore as well?
It's 6, road for 8, yeah.
I feel like the ore is kind
Alright,
of
we
red.
really need a 7 here, boys. Yeah, 7 here.
Harry cities. Harry could be on 6. I think he's more likely to be on 5 with mono.
That's good.
This fucking girl is walking. Alright.
Yeah, like 2 ore and a wheat.
I think
he's dropping the F-bomb
probably
here.
just gonna move it though with 3 devs.
Yeah, he's got 3 devs. So.
Yeah.
Sword, we know Sword has VP.
Man.
I mean, I would hit the 9 ore
Why
here.
did I make
That trade didn't seem good at all for Noise. Seemed worse than the initial one. Maybe a bit of a rush endeavor. Year of Plenty Video. Yacht for pop for Donnie here. Wow, he is hungry. Noisebot needed that city. He did, and actually, you know what? It was exactly what we expected.
I don't think you robbed Noise.
I have to. He's got the better cards.
Exactly what we expected, which is that.
Yeah, I need a wheat, and Donnie's only holding a wood, so.
Okay, it's gone.
Yeah, Yacht for Dev, which is that Donnie didn't have a knight there, it looks like. Donnie has 2
yeah,
VP.
I don't have anything else I can do.
Oh,
How does that
cool.
make sense?
You get the ore.
Yeah.
He just yachts.
Yeah.
He just bought a new
Every
dev.
single ore in that trade.
Damn.
I just don't have any cards, sorry.
Oh my god, Noise lost.
If you knight on the 6, you don't get any cards.
Yacht for Dev is
I think
terrible.
It needs to be the
man.
5 or the 4.
Yeah.
Yopping for a week with
Nine,
the setup is
you don't get
wild,
any
isn't
cards
it?
in 9 either.
I actually think it has to be the 6.
This is a spot where, okay, so Donnie is hustling devs for, I think basically he wants the mono, because otherwise the Yacht for City is so valuable. I mean, it's like a textbook Year of Plenty play, is make the resources you don't make. And specifically a city in this spot with a 3-for-1, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it does everything you want it to do. It makes your rolls better easily, makes you loads of cards. Either city is valid. 9-5-10 gives you great rolled prospects very quickly. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that basically kills Donnie's city prospects unless he has a mono. No one's really going to want to trade them. They have to block 6 or until someone lock road. Woof. I mean, the second city come down here for Sword.
The ore steal was tough because it gives him the city too. But let's roll 7. Alright.
Wow.
Alright,
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's a 6.
We could also test Donnie's devs or see if he has, 2 more non-nights.
I was gonna offer you a free card, but I realized you don't have a card. But I still think it's a 6.
It probably is the 6, but it's funny that Donnie.
I guess.
Donnie's gonna want to protect himself here.
No, he can't get a card for hitting the 6 because you can't trade nothing for something.
Could also just go 5 and take a card from Donnie. Like I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, Donnie with the mono here isn't in
like
that bad of a spot.
Rolling is, no,
the
if
thing
I
is,
have a mono, I wouldn't be pitching a block off
the thing
6.
is,
I would
one of my sixes. One of my sixes.
Oh, what?
One of my 6s is gonna get ripped.
I don't have a mono if I'm advertising the 6.
I think he meant advocating. Okay, so Donnie just said that it wouldn't make sense to argue for blocking the 6 if he had a mono. How does that make sense though? Because if the 6 was blocked, it would make for a better mono. Because it would make it way better. Because then Sword can't spend the ore. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that it? If he rolls a 6, you can't mono it. And to be fair, Donnie has perfect mono pacing. But if you block the 6 wheat and the 6s roll, you just have all the ore to take. So it doesn't seem to add up to me. That one.
Noise pond.
Noise pond in a weird limbo spot. Looks like Donnie 2 non-nights, which is pretty.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, it must be,
fine,
right?
that's fine.
Wow.
Like I've had
wow.
no brick
what
on all the
the
bricks.
hell?
Oh,
great.
No, that's
that's a free city.
Oh,
at the very least, like it's a 6-free city. Like,
Oh my
whatever.
god, Wood is just dominating.
no
He still
mono
has
yet.
2 unplayed devs too.
He could
be
yacht for
on
double
8.
dev here. He could just city for 6 points with 2 down pot with a VP
Does anyone
sets
want
out.
a city? I don't.
No, place just city down.
Wow.
I don't wanna.
No one is giving you a cheap hit.
The thing is,
we don't.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
the thing is, you might feel like sitting the 6-3 makes your options limited because then you can't city anymore. But actually, it makes every 6 a dev, which is like fine. Or like a 6 or an anything is a dev, which is fine actually. I feel like so like, do you want to city more? Do you need to? This seems good. I don't know, man. If you have a yacht for double dev, I guess you could consider it. But is it a bad city? Hell no. I mean, to be able to produce a dev on any roll is always good. You might be worried about the mono though, which is valid.
I'm sure I'm gonna, assuming I roll 6 this game, I'm gonna.
That's
that
the
doesn't-
only trade I would do. I wouldn't do anything.
I
it just
expect
doesn't complete an action for me.
I expect Harry or Donnie to have a mono here.
I think
I'm fairly sure.
Got to deal with this, and obviously it's good. But you guys can both.
yeah, I just got a city.
7 points, maybe 8.
No, he's gonna roll a 7.
Also 2 8s, 2 6s would be the game for Sword, wouldn't it?
No,
Wouldn't
I
that
mean
be wrong?
Donnie, I think I can have my moment here. Like what I'm saying is that like the future 6s, I mean I guess I could
Donnie kind of clowning.
put it all away.
No,
for
now-
a second.
now when the 6 rolls,
nothing
you
can
actually
be
have a
really
pop.
said
You
unless
have a
we know
pop for
exactly what
6
your
now.
devs are. I don't.
No, I'm not. No, totally fair. I'm
Sword
not
has a
saying
VP,
like,
we know
oh,
that.
don't block me, but like I'm just saying like it's not the easiest. It's not like I can just like city for the win. Like it's
Pretty easy compared.
Compared to Noise Pond, yeah.
If you gain 4 ores off a 6, you just pop off a 6.
Is that a city for Noise?
so I need 4 more 6s to buy 4 devs.
Why do you need to buy 4 devs? I'm perfect.
Bit of a. They're going a little bit around in circles here. It's a big game. I can imagine they're quite excited. This is going to be a big win for each of these guys. Any of these guys will be winning it for the first time, winning that Premier League champion title. Noise Pond doesn't strike me as the kind of player to get stressed out or to get under nerves. But trading away an extra ore to Harry when he makes more sheep than ore, and ore is just inherently better in his position, that really surprised me. And I think it may have just been a timer moment, but you could have undone it. That might be the difference between Noise having a city in hand now. I think it is. I actually do think it is. I think he would have army pacing and a city in hand on the 8-5-10. Who knows? But maybe he still makes it happen.
I make that trade. Why do I make that trade? Am I just gonna?
He's saying it himself. Yeah, he would have a city on 8-5-10 now. Could be 8 points. Could be an easy roll
Unfortunate that
play
you don't
next
have a
turn.
knight though.
Why it's not on me?
Because of that scenario I was talking about, where he could roll a 6 and pop a VP and then play a
We're
rogue
also
builder.
assuming he has a rogue builder. He might just have like 2 VPs.
I mean,
I know, I'm
then
just
you-
assuming the best devs because like we're at that situation right now.
Why not just
Anyone
give
want to
someone
give me
road?
something to move?
Road is
There's
on
been
the
no
table.
road loaders played. I mean, I
8
have
rolled.
a weed. Like, my hand is all weed. I could give you a
8
weed.
rolls, the road can happen.
You want a wood instead? I mean, I don't know.
Everything's pretty bad actually for me.
Yeah, like,
I think
Well,
Harry's gonna get fed road
only
this turn.
only sheep or
He should.
ore works for me.
yeah, unfortunately, I don't produce ore, so. And the sheep was blocked.
Noise cooking hard. Noise.
I'm just on 7.
Yeah, sharing this.
Noise prevented himself from having a city this turn because he did a bad trade, to be honest. He did a bad trade. But otherwise he is in a good spot, I think. With the potential, I mean, he could just build 3 roads to win here, and he has a lot of wood brick, and the 5 being a free card. Sword's only get cold sweats and flashbacks. Yeah, okay, there's no 2 VPs. Sword, I mean, he's about as close as he was before. He's calculating his outs. Who do you feed road here? Donnie? No, Harry. In my opinion, it's Harry. Because Harry's not like insanely self-sufficient. I mean, he can definitely make some dirty road settles happen. But dude, it's not Donnie. What the hell? It's definitely not Donnie, Tony. He's got 2 non-knights. Absolutely not. And especially if one of those is a mono, you just instantly lose the game. Harry is not explosive like that. I mean, like, even if he had a mono, he's already got most of the cities down. It's not Donnie. You can't do that. You give it to Harry because Donnie can still take it back. Yeah, no, I'm not questioning you, Timmy. Pony should know better. Even if Donnie gets road, he sits on 8. Yeah, and if Harry gets road, he sits on maybe 7, maybe 8. I mean, he's just... I think it's the fact that... Oh, shit, I told you, man. I told it from the beginning. There's a clip. You can go back into that stream. There was an exact moment where Harry talked about the dev that he had. And I said, I think he does have a mono here. And he had it. And he pops with it. Oh my god. Wow. Brutal. See? See what? Well, now he's played the mono. But it also could have been Donnie with the mono. I mean, don't see me. Because if a 9 rolled there and Donnie had a mono, he gets like 3 cities, bro. Like, you know? It just depends on who has it. Now... To be honest, now it might still be Harry. If Harry pulled 2 knights, he's in a worse spot than he was before. I'm not even joking. I think Harry's position may have actually become worse as a result of that mono. Not only do you get heat on you because people think you have done something exciting, those devs sucked, and there's nothing better for you there than mono. You're not getting army, and like at best, what, you want a second mono? Do you want a... VP is okay, but then again, on this board, mono is crazy, and he couldn't even spend it properly. Yeah, this was... This could genuinely have been a rare example, and I'm sorry, Harry. This could have been a rare example of a mono that actively makes your winning chances lower. Do not see those often, but I think that could have been them. Oof. All right. No, the reasoning for allowing Harry access to road there in a situation where we didn't know was because it's going to be contested either way, you know, and I don't think it makes sense for Donnie to spend a lot of resources to do that. You'd rather Harry did that than going for road settles now, and Donnie going for road at this stage wouldn't make sense for him, I think. It wasn't a good mono. 2 devs in Sword's hand. Yeah, and he just rolled a 9 after a 6. Yeah, man. 4 2 devs. Nice point of road. That wheat mono is readily available. It's always there. It's always there.
Anybody
Look at it
wanna...
again. You just emptied the bank, and it's going to be his turn again, and it's empty. Like,
or
6, 5, or 8, or 3 pretty much wipes out the whole wheat bank.
I don't think I could trade you.
Do you want like wheat for wood or something, Noise?
No.
It's all about the mono here, and I think...
I guess it'd be only the Harry. Great ones. Like, again, I just made terrible trades.
if Noiseborn has a VP, I think he could win quicker than anyone else. With Road. Super easy Road game for him. There's double wood, triple brick, 3 card on the 5.
Because I still have some wheat left over from the mono. So
and he's about to double the 11-12. I feel.
I knew it. I saw his sporting, and I was like, he still has a wheat left over at least.
I feel confident that.
I'm just gonna play Lucy Goosey.
Oh my god, what does that mean?
I mean, there's still a mono in the deck, but you can't really. It's kind of hard.
Oh wow, he's not losing army here. Holy shit. Oh man.
Nice pull, nice pull.
Get an all here? Looks like it.
Hope I'm ever gonna city.
The Lucy Goosey paid off, I think.
If I didn't make that trade with Donnie, I had fucking city.
I have a knight, so I will move it back onto the 6, but I have to roll first.
Will be in
Because I'm on
city,
7.
Damn, Noise cost himself city twice and he's just popping into oblivion. This is rough.
You have a good hand.
He just needs a VP
Yeah,
here.
he has a lot of
I don't
weight.
want to 7 out here.
Noise needs a VP so bad, or a
I think
mono.
that's fine.
Well, we dodged it.
Or even a Yop. You just need something that's not a road builder. Because you need an extra point from somewhere. How are we looking on death here? One of everything.
City by 8 brick. It doesn't really do much.
Go for it.
I think you should. You can try to trade away the city. I tried it earlier. They said no.
Yeah.
It's so funny how different paths we went, where you guys just have cities and I'm just struggling to city.
Yeah.
What have done his
And
dead?
Noise
I'm
Punk
really
as
curious.
well.
I'll
Yeah.
do this.
Wow.
I mean, I
Now you
fucked
don't
up
want
my
Harry
city
to roll
like
for
3
sure.
times, so
Ooh,
it's
man.
all good.
I don't think I ever had an opportunity to city.
Now,
but
Donnie
that's
without
the
a mono here, he's
consequence
looking
of
like he's
going
almost
fourth and
out.
not taking the 10-9-11.
Yeah.
Like this is why Yacht for Pop from Donnie seems so questionable. Because I mean, even now he's on 8, right? It looks like, but the Yacht for Pop, I mean, that could have easily been a city by now. And the city means so much more than even the city means more than the VP. I'm gonna say it. I think you need that city, and it opens up more points. It's just such a good city to have, especially when you are Orless. Like you need to be able to make those cards without trading. So it seems pretty relaxed. Yeah, he does. Well, I think he's just on 8. I mean, I think he's literally just expecting to road settle city and just win the game.
Very interesting.
Looks like between Swood and Donnie,
will
there's
win?
4 non-knights. Noiseborn with the VP could turn everything over right now. I mean,
I
literally,
think I'm gonna win.
if Noise has VP, he settles.
I support it.
3
In
roads
the
would be
in the
game.
pre-game poll, I voted for Donnie to win. So
I don't think you should have given the situation here, but thanks for the support.
I mean, Donnie looks like you're on 8.
Yeah, Donnie's on 8, and it's weird because he didn't do anything for literally like 20 turns. And he's still looking in a competitive spot. He's just gonna have to find those last 2 points from somewhere, and it's not gonna be that easy. Unless he has a mono, of course. Very strange. I mean, Noise is potentially really close.
Big
fight for Noise
yeah,
as well. Is
I
that
was
a city?
considering
It might
robbing
be.
you on that turn, but Noise also had a lot of wheat, which I need. That was when I plucked his 1 ore.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
that was a nice roll.
Oh,
That's
Noise.
8 points.
It's on 8. Swood is on.
His death hasn't been
I
tested.
mean, everyone could be on 8. Yeah.
Oh my god. So I have the second. No, I don't.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm just
For a
wondering
second?
if I should even move it off his 6 or right.
No, until he just plays it. Like,
So, yeah, that's fair. The one counterpoint which I do want to mention is that if Noise settles, it could be 9 points, and I'm still going to be in the same spot as when I citied.
But Harry could
Swood
move
could
it
be 9.
after Noise settle, right?
Swood
Because
could be on
Noise
9.
is not going to get to 10 on his turn.
I mean, that's assumed it would be 9 points.
Yeah, I mean,
guys,
I think
like you guys are holding like all the non-knights. Fucking.
It's funny because no matter despite everything else that's happened this game, whoever has the second mono still has the best winning chances in my opinion. Like even if it's Donnie, you can make the case that Harry might have the worst. I don't know. He doesn't have a lot to get out of the mono at this spot, but anyone with a mono is probably just gonna win here. It's just too strong. I feel like all of these guys are good enough to play proper mono.
I
I
mean,
didn't like Harry's
Donnie,
mono.
I know
though,
Donnie's on 8-2. He just road soloed the 9.
But it
Yeah.
was a big weak mono. He is now
We're all
maybe
doing
7,
alright.
maybe 8, maybe 6 actually. I don't know if he's been tested. Here we go. Donnie, big turn.
It's not like anyone's out of the game.
Ooh. Donnie not getting even close to Army. I mean, he did Yop for a death before. Man, that Yop could have cost Donnie the game. I'm not gonna lie. He might still win, but it's not because of the Op pop.
I don't think anyone can trade at this point. I'm verbally embargoing all of you.
I mean, I don't even have a city with that trade. I'm just
Is that
if he
is that a
settles
pop for
on
you, or-
Brickport, goes to 9.
yeah, that's gonna be a pop.
Fuck it. I gotta
Oh
take
wait,
Terrace.
it's
I'm getting solo blocks.
Okay, whatever.
Now I'm wondering why Sword wanted the brick.
Well,
so
you're
bad.
getting him close to a settle, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't produced a wood or a brick this entire game, so the 11 hasn't rolled
Road
once.
is not super
Assuming
strong
you
here.
have like a road builder or a Yop or something, like it's just good cards for you to have.
He doesn't have the brick port yet, though.
Yeah,
either.
I mean,
Yeah,
hopefully
I'm
one day.
trying to figure out why Sword wants that. That's the thing.
Hopefully one day in 11 rolls, so I can get this road settled.
The only thing he's wondering why Sword wants that. It's like,
Sword wanting that.
bro,
is
he
not
doesn't
a
make
good
brick.
sign.
He has a
Yeah,
Yota
that's what I
road
was saying,
builder
I
or
can
something.
do it.
Yeah.
You didn't even think it over. You just clicked it.
I was just about to say I'll do this.
It feels like the
But
confidence
okay,
of the guy was
it's
on
done
mono,
now,
but it's on 9 road
I mean, I
settle.
could still do it with you, Harry.
I know,
I
I
think
would
you
love
would
to.
better.
No, I was only doing it to stop you from doing it, sweet. It's not good for me at all. The brick is bad.
This is crazy. There's too
I
much.
see. Okay.
There's too much hidden information. We don't know what is going on here.
Man,
I would've-
yeah, I'm kind of scared about that.
I would have
trade
not made
now.
that trade.
I'm regretting it. I'm
This
regretting it
is
already.
an extreme
'Cause no
example
road
of
builders have been
Catan,
played,
honestly.
So what if he just brings up like enough roads to just take the win there?
Like, I've commentated hundreds and hundreds of competitive Catan games, and this is one of the very few where I feel that it doesn't matter what people do, really. Like, from this position, I just think it's the mono, man. I don't know what else there is to it. It's just like VPs and mono. If someone has all the VPs, cool. If someone has all the mono, they probably win. I don't know what difference it makes. It's bizarre. There's so much hidden information. We don't know anything about what anyone has, really. Like, Donnie has 2 non-nice. Suud has, looks like 2 or 3, probably 3, yeah. And we have 1 of each different type left. Second mono could be anywhere. We don't even know. Harry's devs haven't even been tested, and Noise's dev hasn't been tested either.
I think it's sweet.
It literally could be
If
anything.
Noise is
here.
not
Noise
super
is cooking.
I'm still 4 cards. Mono brick.
I'm spooked. It could be a mono. It really could be. He might be thinking.
Yeah, it looks like he has some mono.
He's gonna be thinking about it, but
Just I don't think mono brick is the win, but
It's definitely not the win.
No, it kind of just kills Harry, though, I think.
oh my god, does he?
well, you get really, really close to win.
Does he
like
have
he's
it?
like honestly, a mono brick, he's probably a road off. That's what I was thinking of extending before.
I think Donnie's the one you should be worried about.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
Hold
no.
on.
I mean, the thing is that there's more brick out there, so like brick is better. But I think Donnie's in a scarier
Trade
spot.
Donnie, so he really does have it.
Yeah, I might have to do that and rip.
Harry
what
has
else
the
are you-
night.
what
Yeah,
else are you
Harry
doing?
has the
Awesome.
night, and it's Donnie.
Like you're 1 road off of taking road from me. How am I the scariest? Like all I could do now is just.
But you're
defend road.
scarier than me, right?
I mean, the thing is, I could only defend road now because it's so fickle. Well, you could actually build points.
4 roads wins.
Yeah, but you just
Sword
if you have the
against
mono here,
GVPs.
Donnie, I feel like you just pop it for the win.
I don't have the mono here. That's why.
What the hell? Why is Sword talking about ripping brick? And he's asking if Donnie has the mono. I'm gonna sit back down, man. What's going on? I don't understand. I thought Sword was about to rip
Like,
it for 9 points or
Two,
something.
and I can't even use.
Sword has 2 VPs and
Yeah,
Ross
I
out of
mean,
cities to game.
I don't think anyone wants your mono brick.
He's
but,
not
like, we
a
don't
mono?
really have the mono.
The hell?
Harry, does this? Would I do this and tack Donnie instead?
Are you gonna mono the wheat with us?
Yeah.
I mean, let
But
him
why would
mono
you trade
wheat
him all?
first.
Let him
I
mono-
mean, I can't. I gotta. If you don't trade first, I'm gonna have to mono the brick.
Oh my
Like,
god.
no.
Is he trading for the win here?
That just seems
There's
like
no
a
way
scam.
this
give you
trade
win.
goes through.
That's
This
a
gives you
scam.
win.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
I mean, I'm just gonna
actually,
rip.
just mono the
I'm
brick,
gonna rip
that's
the
fine.
brick then.
Yeah,
You're gonna
mono
mono
the
brick.
Do what
like,
you need to do.
yeah,
I
that was a
can't be
scam.
trading wins. Like
Yeah.
Dude, he might not even have the mono.
that was also true.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
not sure.
he
like-
was scamming.
Yeah.
Thank
alright.
God.
you trying to trade for the win there? What the fuck?
No, thank God I didn't do that.
Oh
Well,
my
yeah.
god.
That was just one.
Oh
that
my
was
god.
wild, dude. That was wild.
I was debating it.
That was
Yeah.
wild.
Like,
Dude,
Oh,
you almost cooked me like
shit,
hibachi
bro.
grill, man.
that is funny.
He almost cooked you like a hibachi grill. That's so funny. I can't believe it, dude.
Alright, don't know how to play this game.
Switch tried trade
Take
for
a
winning the
bot.
final. I'm certain he tried it. I'm certain he tried it. That's so
GG's,
funny.
whoever.
Wow. Is Harris second mono? Honestly, he might, but at this point, it's probably Donny. Had Hibachi have come to my house last week, parents' house in 5 days. I would like hibachi cooks, yeah. Respect for that, that's so funny. Offering trade to win the Premier League final was great, but it tells the players quite a lot about what he has. I think he had 2 VPs there, right? That would make sense. 2 VPs, he had the road builder. He was holding for a road play. Shit. Shit. Okay. Wow, that was wild. Okay.
It kind of doesn't matter because I could roll.
Swood mentioned Donny having a
like,
mono at the same turn though. That's why I was so
it would
confused.
be better if I do it on my turn. Is what I'm saying. And I also don't know if Harry has another mono.
Alright, well, based on that,
I don't.
I just have another night, so
Donny has the
I
mono
have
for
a
sure.
non.
There's 3 devs left.
So I'm
Get
just gonna
fucked. It's Donny.
fucking
Donny
send
has
it
it.
and rob a
Donny
sheep
has
so
it.
I don't get a trade.
Donny has it.
Because my game's fucked.
There's 3 devs left. Donny
Alright,
has it.
I'll trade the sheep then.
Donny has it for sure.
What are you doing with this? Just
dude,
Settle.
if
settling?
Donny might just win.
Yeah,
Like
he
if a
needs
10
to win
or a 9
anyway.
pops,
This is just a
Donny
good
might
shot.
just
I mean,
win.
the thing is, like, Noise Pun is not in a bad position. Like, I don't want to undervalue.
There is
He's
ore
got
on the
a night,
table. There's a lot of ore.
Well,
already.
Apparently.
Like, not that much.
Just like Harry, just like how you had a night earlier on. Like, remember?
Yeah, like Noise Pun could be on
Yeah,
night.
I
I
agree,
didn't
Tim.
say I had a night. I said I'm not
You
moving
did.
the rubber.
I would
all I
say
said was I'm not moving the
I
rubber.
don't give a shit about this enough right now to fucking lie, but whatever.
Uh-huh.
Alright, do you want insurance or should I just pass?
Too many cards.
No,
even
just
straight up.
pass. There's too many.
Oh, you
yeah,
have
it's
too many cards. Okay, whatever.
You might have winning rolls too. So
He has winning rolls.
But that does
Oh boy. Swood's probably not on night.
Alright, pick your poison on who you think has. Well, I guess Donnie has the.
Noise said he has a night. If that's really true,
Yeah.
Harry will know what the state the
have a
dev deck
night, but
is.
if you want to do non-2, I'm down.
Swood 2
maybe-
VP's
I
night.
could be.
I think, wait,
yeah.
Harry,
You're
Harry,
not
Harry,
robbing me.
Harry, you have a knight, right? I think you could put it on the 6 wheat rob from Noise and then move it back to the 6 ore rob from Swood to make
Why
it
would you rob me?
Because
Yeah,
you
why?
could be on 9.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay, I could be. Blah blah
Johnny,
blah.
what are your
Like,
devs?
I'm not. Fuck.
I have 2 VPs and a knight, so I'm on 8.
I have a
So
night.
make him move it. Like.
Yeah,
fuck.
I want you to move it, so that's fine. I'll rob Swood twice and you can move it.
Wait, why are you not moving it? If you have a
Because
knight,
you
why
can
are you
move
not
it.
moving it?
Because you can move it before your turn.
No, I can't. I have 7 cards. I have to roll first.
What's going on?
Either way, I think
This
I
is
want
too
you
much.
to
I'm legit overloaded, bro.
You don't have a knight.
This.
think robbing Noise makes sense.
No, you don't have a knight.
I mean, you could, but I do just have that.
Who's close? This is not
Good
over
call with
robbing.
me. The six
Over robbing
nine.
doesn't.
I don't understand why I can't move back. That's the only thing. Like,
I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of close. That's true. It's tough to know. Noise in his bag right now. He is. He's doing it right. I think he's on 9. I think he's a road play.
Yeah, I mean, I have a night too, but
5 and 10 is almost
alright,
the
that
win,
makes me
right?
feel better. Thanks.
Johnny, will you give me a wheat if like I put it on the 6 ore?
we can't be giving.
I
away
think
cards.
we need Bro, I
Donnie
can't
to
keep
move
up.
You get a
it, to
card
be
from Split.
honest.
You get a
like,
card
me and him
I'm
gonna
just gonna
play.
put a 5 then. I need you to.
No, you need me to extend. Like,
Yeah, but you're using your knight anyway.
You have to.
Donnie,
He has.
if he's
no,
being
it's not
weird
the
like
six.
this, then it's questionable. Like,
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna roll first because I don't want to 7 out.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
need.
I mean, the 6
just
doesn't
block
do
the
anything for
six.
me. I can't city.
If Donnie's advocating for the 6 all block, then he doesn't have the mono.
Yeah,
but
you
I
got
don't
2 weeks from me
understand.
anyways. You got the good cards. Like,
I don't
Oh,
get
you
it,
just pop
bro.
twice.
Double
should,
dev.
should I actually just put it on
One
the
dev
6
left.
first? I really don't know.
Donnie's
Donnie
definitely the most
Seven
likely
is
to
so
live out
he
hard.
devs,
just got
yes.
captain of this deck. He just got like mono yop.
All right,
Yeah.
Noise. What do you think? I really don't know. This,
It's
I think
definitely
I
not
should.
the six.
do you want Donnie clip you?
Oh,
Donnie, I have a night
Oh.
here, but I think we should.
He didn't
be
lie
hitting
about the
Harry.
night though.
I don't know.
Noise is
I'd
probably
say
actually
we
on
put the
I mean,
6 and let him
Johnny,
move for one
if
row.
you have two night
All right,
VP,
then you move
he
it.
got-
Then you move it.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, you could move it if
Wow.
that's the case, right?
Wow. If Swood has a yacht, by the way, I think he has so many
Throw
ways
the
to win.
rules, brother.
Dude, this is so brutal.
Bro, what the hell is going on? Okay. Shit. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, so Noise Pawn is puppeteering this entire table. He might really be on 9 points here, and like a 5 and a 9 would just be the game. This is crazy. Jesus. Okay. Are you just popped into very hot deck? Yes. Exactly.
Donnie has 2 VPs, remember?
And it's Swood saying it's a knight there.
You're giving him 9.
Yeah, so I am getting
would
the
make
9,
sense to
but
lie.
like everyone else is on 9 essentially.
So you have
Wait,
another
you're
road
just taking the city? Okay, well then that's just stupid. Alright, you can lose if you
I'm
have
taking the
it, I don't
city
care.
because I'm just gonna have to take the risk here. Like otherwise, I'm
I mean,
not getting
you
a
could
city.
definitely.
He
Swood,
he
Yopple,
almost
mono.
certainly has a road builder here.
Bro. Let's not do that.
You could just
And
play
win.
for the win and not expect.
Yeah, but he's not playing for the win because you just win.
Okay.
This is
They've managed to say every option apart from the ones that are legitimately scary, which is the Yopper mono. There is no road builder. So, if a mono, if Swood has 2 VPs and a Yop or a mono, then he can very easily win with 2 roads here. And Donnie, Drew predicted this. Donnie is greeting it. He may not extend at all. Oh, he does. Okay, he does.
No, he's trying to get 9 with open.
no. There's
Soto.
also one fucking mono out there. Like can't stand his cards.
Oh
Harry
man,
has
Swood
it.
might still have it.
Harry's
Yeah.
gonna mono you, but you
Or
block
you
me.
have the mono. Or it's in the
No,
deck.
I don't have.
Couldn't even buy the last
No,
day.
not no.
Well,
you
I'm saying
go.
Harry.
Swood
Harry
Knight?
has mono you.
Yeah,
8,
so I don't
10,
know. Like,
12
if Swood had a
knights
road builder,
played.
but not 2 VPs, then he still doesn't win. I guess.
12 nights played.
No, he
Fuck,
yeah.
so
I
Harry
think that
probably
was
has a
stupid. I
knight.
should have taken the city.
Last time might
I
be a
am
knight, we don't know.
so sure he has the road builder in hand.
Harry might have both.
But he doesn't have to win.
I'll bet you $10,000.
Harry might
I
have-
don't have the third road builder.
Well, have a fun time pulling that dev card then. I
Yeah,
guess.
and I
Own
really
10k?
have a knight.
Bro, Swood, terrible deal maker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly just trying to get like non-steals.
could've
out
made
here
a lot
because
more
I
off
just
that
can't
bet.
sell it in close end game.
What? Non-steals at this point?
This is
Yeah.
funny. Okay.
I mean, if all 3 people want to rob me, like I'm down to not rob the person.
Swood
who
has a
doesn't wanna
knight
rob me.
there as well, is wild. The last dev could definitely be a knight.
Do you want to do non-steals?
It depends on Harry. It entirely
Sure.
depends on
I'll
Harry.
do it then.
But Noise might.
Alrighty,
We don't
so
know if
what's-
Noise said he has a knight, right? Shit. Oh my god.
Crazy.
The non-extend, the extend from Donnie may have just saved the
That's
game.
kind
there,
of
to be
crazy
honest.
to do non-seal at this late.
Wild. Swood rolling the wood there is a really big deal for him. Man, so the last
Yeah,
dev, I think.
I think he
Why
robs
is
Harry
like
either
every
way.
play a night situation like?
The last
So that's why
dev.
nationals
be
don't allow
That
extortion.
winning with no
so it's
extent?
fine.
I think so, yeah. I think
Because they
so for
don't-
real.
I agree. It's a little bit
That hasn't been
That
many
all
times this
6
game,
might
hasn't
have done it. I don't know.
no, not this game. I'm actually
I
pretty
suppose it
happy,
is.
but
Can you
I've
send this
definitely
duck?
played games where it
Let's see.
just takes over.
Probably wood sheep or
The one
could really be
turn
something
from the
else.
start with the 8
Got
on
double
block was
stolen.
just so dumb of me. But like, God.
I mean, he
That 7 out did, yeah.
he was
Yeah.
holding an extra sheep there as well. He's holding ore. I mean, he's
It's pretty bad. And then like dropped the cards, and I couldn't even.
He had the
fucking
dev he would
steal
buy
them
it,
from
right?
Donnie. That's
feel.
why I dropped him. I'm like, I'm just gonna get the wheat.
What would he have
Oh
stolen
yeah, I
from
saw
Harry
you
here?
drop a wheat there, and I was confused.
And I pulled 2 wood.
Harry had
Yeah.
ore. Harry had
That's brutal.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I think my hand was 2 with 2 wheat, so you got very
ore
unlucky.
to eat. It might be, yeah.
And then like Swood also steals
You do
your
buy the-
pawn when you like need it most.
Yeah, that was.
It could be a knight to me. There's 2 knights
I think the
unplayed.
dumbest thing I did actually was trade with you, Harry.
Harry
Like,
knows.
Legit, just getting the city on my hand was. I don't know. I
Noise
was like thinking.
Noise would have won the game by now if he hadn't actually given that extra ore away, I think. Imagine the last dev was actually the mono. It could be, and Timmy could have called it. Sorry, Griffin.
Point though, Noise, you were pretty concerned about army.
It could be anything except road builder.
concerned about
Like you
Boston.
didn't know that the devs were gonna turn out like this, where it's impossible for someone to take army
Alright.
from you. So I don't think it's.
Alright. So Yeah, I pulled last
10
night.
seconds.
So that
Oh,
means Harry
fuck.
has a VP, a mono, and a yop, and Donnie has 2 VP if we're listening to them.
Wow. Yeah, and Donnie could definitely be lying about a mono here, for sure. Harry is mono. Harry or Donnie, to be honest. Neither of them are going to admit it. But that's crazy. Wow. So yeah, Harry had all the information there.
As a knight, you have a knight.
I just
And then-
have. What do
No
I do
counterclaims?
then? I don't.
Look, because it's
All
either
on 7.
a mono or
So
VP,
Harry
right?
has,
It's tough to justify. It's tough to know which one you'd
mono.
rather be like.
Yeah, Harry's got
You know,
mono.
it's a bit of a game of chicken. Either one of them could ruin it for
Saying
the
he has
other.
a knight. Wait, how many knights are playing? 7.
12. So you and me have the last 2 nights. So you and me are gonna get the robber control here, and Harry has the playable devs.
It's kind of hard for Carrie to close. Yes, I agree. And what's interesting is that so if Donnie has 2 VPs and he's not going to say if he has the mono or not, then Harry does profit from that. He gets the surprise factor of the mono. If Harry has 2 VPs, there's no way Donnie says he has the mono because it's too powerful. So both of them are pretty heavily incentivized to not like break this invisible pact. It's a bit of a weird thing. I'm not sure.
Mono or the 5 lead, I think.
The mono is so good on this
Rob,
board.
whichever of us.
But so are the VPs.
Donnie's
It's kind
like
of
City.
tough
Donnie's
call.
on 8, I'm on
Actually,
7.
Okay,
Harry.
I'm
Oh,
still
Harry's
2 votes
saying
away
it.
from the city.
Yeah, Harry
Harry's
can also
saying
just
it.
mono you. Like,
Are you saying
Yeah.
he's on 7 with mono? Okay.
I think
And
it's
so
just
7
a
mono
9.
knight.
Unfortunately, you got a.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
no.
got a
Thing is
non,
that-
you got
Oh.
a non-steal off sword.
I got it wrong.
The only tough thing is that if we rob
So
Harry
does
and then
the
like the
last night.
5 or 8 rolls, then he could or the 6, he could rip all those wheats. But
Okay.
he can't spend wheat that easily, so I think it's still the 9.
fuck.
Swood is on 8 with a 9.
Hey, I want that, so.
And he kept the wood.
Well, yeah.
I think Harry will
Oh
end
God,
up
if Noise Punch 7's
ripping
out again.
wheat more likely than Org, just because he doesn't produce wheat.
Yeah,
Oh, he already
the only thing
rotated,
is he
sorry.
can't spend wheat like amazingly now because he's city capped for now.
My last 2 points.
Dude,
are
he's
so
fine. He
hard.
has a 3-1 port.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, he's obviously
Noise
still going to use them
should be
effectively.
looking at a road play. Yeah.
What a sick turn.
Yeah.
Sick turn.
Any mono?
Imagine Swood lied about pulling knight though.
It's just going to be off.
I think he's either monoing wood or wheat based on what's
Yeah,
out there
if
right
a 6,
I don't think
5,
so.
or 8 roll, he might rip the wheat, but he also can just wait.
If it's
He
an
has a
8,
yop.
Because if anyone else is holding a knight, they would say
He has a
it.
yop, and no one's really super close until Donnie gets to 9. Then
Harry
he has
mono
a
yop,
top
so
two.
Harry on
Yeah,
7 with
yes,
the yop
yeah.
mono. Honestly,
I think he's more
probably
likely to
best
mono
outcome
wood
for
or
this
wheat,
game.
so
Donnie's on
it's
8.
just
Definitely has chances. Swood on 8 has really good chances. Noise on 8 could sneak road, could road settle city. Harry on 7 with open
Use
settle
Carl
yacht
mono.
mono. Oh wow. And Donnie on 8 and just
Oh,
road settle
that's
city would do
alright.
it. And
we couldn't prevent that.
oh my god, there's so much ore out there. And Harry with mono, I mean, do you take it? Do you rip it here? You can't do much with ore. Problem, are you going to spend both monos for nothing? Tough call.
So alright, he opts for settle, and then he's on 8 with a mono.
Couple of
Probably gonna yop and
fives,
then try to mono wood.
couple of
Yeah,
fives
yeah,
and
I
sixes
was always
could
yapping.
wrap it.
Yeah.
Noise too.
Yeah, he's always yapping here, and then he's gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my God.
He's on 8 with a mono. But it's not easy necessarily to win.
Dangerous.
Let's count here. So Harry would need 1, 2, 3. 3 roads would be a length of 6. So you need 5 roads to take road. Otherwise you use city road settle. It's not an easy mono play.
Good.
Okay, Sword with a 6 here. Oh my god. That might be it. I don't know. Do we have it? It's holding a lot of sheep, which means
No,
settle
do you need
cities
anything?
possible. Spencer gonna take road no extend.
I don't know.
That's also possible.
What are you looking
I
for?
yeah, I could
don't
do
have
something like this. You don't
Just
have
remember that Donnie's going to like city for 9 and have road settle, and no one can really stop him.
I just don't even have this.
Alright.
Noise needs the road sneak. 6 is winning.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting trades here. You're
Is
just
it?
going to be
Or is
losing.
it just close?
Wait, what
Do you
is
actually
it?
know it's winning?
Dude, if I don't get a trade here, I'm stuck with these ores. I have 3 ores right now, but I can't city. And I'm gonna get monoed, so I can't even dev. Like I want to dev, I can't dev. There's no more devs.
Only has 3 ore?
So I think like the least harm would be like I could trade anyone a card of their choice, wood, brick, sheep.
If
I'll
you
just
can
play
talk
for the
someone
week.
into letting you city for 9 points, I'm going to be very surprised.
Maybe
I'm
it
not.
forces Harry to mono. Like
Harry just wins if I hold with this hand. I can't do anything with this hand.
No, I mean, I don't believe
Like
that.
I could do it either way, right? Like either of these work.
I mean, so what? This is city for you, like?
Oh wow.
Oh shit! What?
Okay.
Oh my
kinda
god!
interested to see how this works.
Yeah, 2 ore, not 3.
I think Donnie just gets into a really strong spot.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hold on. Donnie saying passing with the hand gives Harry the win. Definitely not true because Harry needs to mono wheat. This actually makes this actually makes Harry's mono better because he gave him more road materials to mono and more wheat, and Donnie did not extend. This could be a steal. It could be a steal on the roll to win here. Probably is.
He has
Either
9
settle
choices
city or
to
road.
mono. Like it's pretty easy for him to close this out.
Oh man.
No, I would need Road Settle
Jigsaw
as,
bust.
as
Yeah,
Noise
and I don't know
says,
if he
and
hits.
City.
You
on
might
top
hit
of
noise
that.
here. Noise is
He
holding
needs 5
ore.
roads to take road for the win.
He's not. Wait, he's not
Donnie
taking
holds a lot
road
of
for the
sheep.
win, but he could.
Harry
holds
has
2
to drop
sheep
5
straight
roads
up.
for the win. Yes.
Donnie's
with a
guaranteed
mono,
sheep.
which is
You
why I'm
don't want
blocking
that
some
in Split
break.
here, right?
That, I guess, makes
Harry.
sense.
Oh man.
Okay. That
You might
yeah,
hit
that
noise
is a
for
good
a
point. I didn't
brick.
really look at that.
Roll
That's
6,
true.
win the game.
It's actually factually true.
Wow. This actually makes
That's
Harry's
fair.
mono
That's
better.
actually a really good play. That I didn't see.
Alright, what's
Learning
that?
every day.
Am I getting robbed? Okay, cool.
Oh boy, that could have been it. For real though. Damn.
Don't trade Donnie the City and then.
Yeah, Donnie had 2 cards. Spencer went for his winning rolls. You did.
Classic Catan.
8 plus 11 mono wood.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
yeah, I think he's hitting the brick, and I see the reason now. It makes sense.
Man, that is crazy.
Now I think you have to solo Donnie because I don't think the monos. There's no mono.
So Harry on 8 with
I mean,
mono. Yeah.
any roll could be a good mono. Like
He could
like
do it.
8 combined with like
Maybe
a
the
couple
10.
11.
The 10 wood's probably the best. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 10.
There's a bunch of good monos.
It's not bad. It's
Like,
tough, yeah.
Harry, yeah, like Harry with a.
Yeah,
with a
but
brick
Harry
mono,
needs
Harry with
2
a-
points, and he needs to road settle. There's no
I
VP
understand, yeah.
chances. Like, so he's gonna take
Yeah,
the
crazy.
mono. Like,
Swood,
mono's
by the way,
bad.
Swood keeps the wood here. Not that.
Yeah.
He's definitely
So, I don't know.
abusing
It's tough with
the
the mono here
potential
too.
to
Like,
take road.
7-0 was brutal. Ugh.
Swood keeps both wood, not even one. He keeps 2.
Damn.
They have to note that. So actually, he's not just trying to settle city. He's specifically keeping cards to take road, right? That's the interesting thing to me. Okay. Donnie on 9 or settle to win. I mean, what do you do with Swood here? It feels like maybe a pass. I don't know.
Also, Swid settles. Yeah, 6 just wins. But
I don't have to.
yeah, but that 7 is probably necessary.
Yeah, if the 7 didn't happen, I could have settled. For sure.
He could have
You
won. I
also
think.
robbed
Yeah.
like the only card that would probably help you do that.
Hidden 11 wins for Harry? Yes. You glance over the biggest blunder in this game? Which one? Why on earth would Noise 1-1 Donnie into City? So I did mention it, yeah, I mean, my issue was the justification. Oh, he's going for potential double City or going for the loop. Oh, that's sneaky. Yeah, so Donnie made the argument that it would make Harry's mono too powerful if he passed with his hand, which was just not true. In fact, yeah, the fact that Donnie got a city made the mono even more potentially scary. Yeah, I agree. So, Noise, man, it's not the only deal that he made that I didn't like this game. But what did he get out of it? He got a sheep, which is flexibility. I mean, if I don't know, if you maybe thinking about taking Rod himself, Noise.
Why would you remind?
Doesn't matter when Harry plays before
if
Donnie.
you rip a huge or mono, it could be game.
I got you.
It's also just the fact that Donnie's hand was not wheat, like mostly it was ore.
I'm actually not that
Mono would
scared
do
of.
for me,
I'm
yeah.
not that scared of Harry if an Ormono though.
Yeah, like I don't know what
It's not that
does to me.
The hell? I just said that myself.
I have
No, but like if I'm just saying, like Noise held
Well, he
his
said the
ore
exact
and then,
opposite
like,
thing
I
like 5
roll like a
minutes
6
ago.
or a 9, then like that's a
No,
lot
but
of work.
of all the resources, I feel like ore is like the worst for him to mono.
If a 6 rolls, I'm monoing wheat. Like no.
Yeah.
question.
The thing is, he opted for a second wheat last turn, so he already has a wheat in hand. So
No, but like he always needs more wheat with the setup that he
Exactly,
has.
Timmy. Yeah.
of course, I'm just saying he's only 1 wheat away from the city, but like
he ports ore here.
Either way,
Wow,
he's
is he
3 to 1
settling?
for the rest of the city. So just cards in general.
Sheesh, better be red with the sub. Thank you so
I mean,
much.
I guess, but I would say Ormono is just not that good.
Oh man.
We'll see though.
Well, do I stick to my word?
Oh shit. You gotta
I
take
feel
it.
like Sood wins if I
You
don't,
gotta take
so-
something. Gotta take something.
I mean, yeah, just mono it. You have to.
That could have been a
somehow
winning
didn't
out.
give him insurance though.
Could have
That's
been a
how
winning out.
good the 6 is for him. Wow.
Could have been winning out for Noise Pond.
Oh,
A 5 or a 10,
I
that was
really
basically
rolled
the game,
7,
right?
though. I didn't understand that
So, Harry, if you're doing road settle, obviously I don't feel like this is necessary to say, but the 5 sheep obviously is the preferred location.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm nowhere near road or cell.
Gotcha.
Wait, really? With the amount of cards you have? You're
I
nowhere
would
near?
need.
It's not
upload
terrible
free
for
brick and a
Noise. I
sheep.
mean,
I think
it
we're
lets
still praying
him
that
still coast to 9.
Take
He's
it.
on 9 with open settle here. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, funny enough, it doesn't
The
even
trade
give it to
wasn't
me. I
good
need
for
to-
him though. That's true. Yes.
It's annoying thing about settles.
I mean, if you want to help me get there, Swood, then. But otherwise, no.
I mean, I just don't really have cards. Like I have a couple ore, but like that's
Oh.
Yeah,
really
basically
annoying.
just makes
Yeah.
Wood really sweat.
I mean,
I think you'll likely get it though, because Noise is 1 card.
Nah, I'm just taking.
That doesn't matter to me either way. I'm just trying to go for.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you are
Oh,
dropping
man.
roads, like you might as well go towards
Harry's
5
holding,
over like the 411 because if he settles its game anyways, so there's
5
no
wheat,
reason not to go that
full
way.
He
wheat.
settles its game anyways.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason for him to like play it safe and go a different direction if he's going the settle route.
No,
What?
but,
No,
like,
he should
in
play it
Harry's
safe.
boat, wouldn't he just go to the open space that's less contested?
Yeah.
Then you just settle.
It doesn't.
for
It
it.
doesn't
He
make a
has 2
difference
roads,
actually.
Like, if he has
Sorry,
the
it doesn't
2
make a
roads,
difference.
But it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters
It
unless
doesn't matter at
he only
all.
has 1 road.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he
yeah.
has 1 road, I would just go to the empty spot. I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if that mono was enough, but I do think Swood
if you
probably
agree with
wins
mono
if I
there?
don't. so-
Nah, it was.
When he rolls,
Had
he
to
should
be-
do
It
it.
was probably needed, and now I definitely need a roll 7
What else you
still,
can
because
do?
he could still win. I think he has a winning roll.
Don't think
Swood
This
absolutely has
hand's
winning
too
rolls.
awkward.
Mono there. Oh
That's a good
man.
No,
Alright.
definitely.
Oh dude, Swood nightmare again. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's the 2nd time in a row. It's the second Premier League final in a row that he is just having
Yeah,
the
it's good.
worst.
Now I have to really think though, because it might be Harry.
It's 8 brick all day at this
It
point.
is a break. It's
Now
definitely
that I
a
said
break.
that,
I mean, you have to make another. I don't know. It's really tough in my opinion.
Is
I
it
don't
8 brick all day? Is it actually?
yeah, I don't
Is
have
it?
Solo
winning
Noise.
rolls here.
I don't think I,
mean, it's
do
not winning.
either. I don't.
Harry's
I don't
holding
know,
full-
honestly.
I wonder
No,
if
it's
it's 8
really
brick
cool
all
to
day or
I mean,
not.
yeah, because
It's
he
not
just has
solo
to
Noise
road
though.
settle, so like a single 8 gives, and he already has extra
If
weed.
you take Noise down to
and
0, there's no
purple
reason
wood,
to
so-
solo him.
An 8 doesn't even get me road or something.
Harry needs 2 rolls and settle.
Yeah, but you have 4 rolls or 3
Yeah,
rolls.
that's why he
so,
blocked the 8.
Yeah.
Like-
This is
like-
tough.
Because
yeah, I'm gonna
if you
do
leave it
1
open,
roll, or like
3.
I mean, 8 also helps Noise settle.
Gets
so,
more rolls
like,
to get that too.
I don't think it's 5 sheep. I
Yeah,
think he just goes
but
with 8
I
hit
can't
road.
settle this turn.
Alright. I think it's
Noise needs 2 rolls, but he only has 2 rolls. So actually, I think I don't even know if you hit Harry. You can definitely justify hitting Noise here too. Taking down to 0 so the 5 isn't that potent.
You need to get back to you.
Definitely. I mean, I think it is the 8.
Fuck me.
Because Harry has rolls. If you hit the 3, the 4, the 8, exactly just like this,
though,
or the
Harry
11,
collects
he
cards
just
through
wins.
so many methods because he just has so many cities. So
I mean, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Not
Noise
block
Pawns
him?
now cannot win this
yeah,
turn.
exactly. Like it's tough.
It's obviously you got to block him.
The decision is really like you make a lot off the 6. He makes a lot off of like 8-4. You know, like, it's just really tough to evaluate.
Sword is having the Cataniest run ever.
3 rolls from him, and like it's one wasn't even a winning roll.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
cool.
lot
Is that
of
too?
stuff
So
to fade.
it's just
For
next
you,
rotation.
it's no brainer to go to Harry because he's the closest to the.
Oh, hold on, Shades. I mean, yeah, Noise could have won next turn. Harry could win this turn easily. He's pulled for a wood. He has many rolls to win this turn with the 8 being open. Whereas you hit the 8, you pretty much get how? What do you mean? If you left the 8 open, yeah, I mean exactly. He pulled it for a wood last turn. He still has a wheat in hand. You just rolled the 4. If the 8 was open now, he would have multiple winning rolls. The 3, the 11, the 8, the 4 would all have been winning there. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I mean it's definitely the 8.
What did he get?
Oh,
we got a wheat, like that's.
Yeah, 10 is 100% winning.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anything else is. I think it might just be the 10.
I think I wasted my mana.
Insane
I think I
energy.
should have kept it.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, since no one could do any damage, it's 10,
he's close.
9, 5, 8, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man, good luck. Yeah, I mean the thing.
Oh,
about
wow.
is that, like I didn't even.
10,
have
5,
it
8,
at
3,
this-
Donnie said?
that
A
roll.
winning?
Yeah.
The 6 is more,
Wow.
that's what I was trying to picture. Mid game is that the 6 is more awkward than like if Army's gone and I'm city capped. Like the actual way to do it is pretty hard to close this game.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, 8
Alright,
would
let's
literally
go.
be winning there.
You need to get 10.
10, 5, 8, 3, he said?
Okay, that's it.
Oh, Donnie did it. Donnie
Good luck on the 8, by
did
the
it.
way. That
Premier
would've been,
League
like-
champion,
I
Donald
think I
Funk, puts the
basically
funk
win with that.
in fungus.
Or
You
I
done
think
did it.
close.
Wow.
1 hour, 38 minutes, 76 turns.
That was like one of those moments where I'm like, I have to
told
make
you,
the
man.
right call here to not lose myself the game.
You remember when I said like an hour ago, even if you don't believe in Donnie now, he will certainly find a way to make you believe it. It's such a Donnie game, dude. Like orders, he popped like 7 devs. What the hell?
I got my 9 point and I just got
Crazy.
nothing.
Oh, this
You
time I only
genuinely played it well, Noise. You got a bit
This time
on.
No, I didn't play well.
I did have winning rolls back a bit ago for Road.
I think it's a blunder too. Yeah,
Didn't happen.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I had multiple winning rolls across the like 4 orbits go. I had 11 for the win and 6
Yeah.
at some
I
point.
had 11 for the win. I had 3 and 5 or 10, and then if I played a 9, robbed the car,
Damn.
which you guys had plenty of. So it was.
Wow.
I don't think I ever.
That was insane. So literally, I think we had 2 or 3 orbits in a row where Sword would have won with like a 6 and any steal or something, and Harry would have won if the 8 hadn't been blocked here. He would have just had it. Donnie did hit the win. Noise Pond. Yeah, there's a lot of 7ing out this game. Check that. Yeah, whoa. Oh. Okay. 7s hurt Sword badly. Yeah, I mean, I think the 7s basically lost Sword the game. Like, in the last 2 orbits, if he hit a 6, he would have just won. I want to check if Donnie had the plow on 6-3. Not that. He did have it! I knew it! I knew he had it! He could have done it. I think he's 7 out with winning rolls in 3 straight Premier League finals. I think so. I knew Donnie had it, dude. Yeah, and he bought it for the order. He did get punished. And he still won. And this roll just never got challenged. It was pretty crazy. That was really surprising to me that no one managed to put together a road competition. Wow. Wow. Could have been anyone's game. Information battle went down to the last second. That was really, really cool. Great game. Yeah. Donny, the Premier League champion. Let me get that up. I have that. I have that. Yeah, boom.
Especially since Donny wasn't extending, yeah. There's a good chance that I could have stolen.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few orbits where winning rolls with Road. That's why I kept blocking his 9 and 10 too. Cause
yeah,
it makes sense.
He's been crushing Premier League for a few seasons in a row now.
Yeah, GG though, guys. That was fun.
GG.
Yeah, that was a fun game. GG.
Congratulations, Donny. The season 17 Premier League champion.
Thank you, Bev.
Big win, man. Crazy. This game was nuts. I feel like it really could have been any of you by that last couple of orbits. Sevens, hidden devs, monos, VPs, everything. It was really hard to know who of you were leading. Yeah, just pretty epic game. Great show you guys put on together. So good job on that. I don't know what to start with this one. There was so many discussion points that we could get into. I don't even know how to get at that, but start. Donny, well, you did win, and you actually had a lot of options for you as fourth, and it was quite hard to know what was going to be best. You could have played it quite a lot of different ways. What was your thought process taking what you took?
Yeah, so I think my thought process was that the board seems to be going to end up a bit open, and I don't think Swid would be required to go with the 8-3, right? So I feel like the 5-8 to 8-3 was always a good play, and then yeah, like Swid mentioned, if I get lucky and he never defends the 6-3 because he's going for another spot, then I could always plow there, right? And then it just comes down to like what complements that, and I think there's either the 10-9-11 with double or what I actually took, the 9-5-10. I just figured that like if I do double wheat and single sheep, then I basically have like the same setup as Wood. It ends up becoming like a 50-50 between us, but he's actually more efficient because he has, coordinated sixes. I don't have any of that. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to be a dev player this game. I'm going to go more for a road setup. So I went 9-5-10. And knowing that, might be able to get some wheat trades, even though the board's abundant in wheat, but someone's got to take that pack of ore in the middle and would need some wheat trades. It shouldn't be too bad to get the game off running and pop a few devs here and there.
Yeah, nice. It was definitely interesting. We're talking about how you could basically have started with a really early city or play for a potential road game, and yeah, having that brick early, that really worked in your favor because the 8s just weren't rolling. And you were keeping it blocked too, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harry and Noi suffered a lot for that. Harry, you had a pretty crazy game. You pulled both Monopolies and the Year of Plenty. I think you had winning rolls in that final orbit if the 8 hadn't been blocked. How are you feeling about your game? What was that like for you, having the monos under your hat for so long?
Yeah, it was fun. Like, especially since I picked a no wheat setup, I was kind of hoping for the monos. I wasn't expecting to get both of them. I kind of misplayed the last one as well. Obviously, the table all knew about the mono. I couldn't really downplay it, so I was just hoping that like some crazy rolls went off and I could get like a really good mono. Ended up playing like quite a defensive mono for the second one, so didn't really do a whole lot for me. Probably could have played it a bit better. But yeah, it was a fun game regardless.
Yeah, it was very you had you were one of the big question marks about whether it was a VP or whether there's a mono in there or whatever. You end up getting both, so that was really huge in this game. And there was a lot of discussion about whoever gets the mono on this board will probably win, and actually Harry got both and did not win, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Noise, you were equally hurt in the early game by that 8, and then once you got on the 9 brick, your game started to open up. What was your perspective on it? What were you looking at in the end game there? Because it seemed like you had a few options for how to close.
Earlier on, I don't fucking know. I was just pulling, praying to pop whatever, pulled all night.
Yeah.
And then just knew I kind of had to just play them for cards and stuff. And then kind of once I figured Donnie had to do the city shit, I was like, couple roads I could, rolls I could snipe road. Otherwise I was just kind of praying because I didn't have faith in building the 10 or like popping anything relevant outside like maybe the last mono before like Harry got it. I feel like I was a mess of a game for me and still had a decent shot in the end, but I don't think I played it that well. But
there was a point where you traded, there was a trade with Harry for sheep. I think there was a wheat for sheep on the table, and you ended up doing a wheat or for sheep, and it sounded like that cost you the ability to city afterwards.
It cost me a city. I don't know if I don't know how to feel about it because things could go differently. Because I was at 3 nights at that point and was still no port, where the city didn't like help me except just like get a lot of cards and like be that like city's important like next step after the 5 settles. But I don't I think it was bad based on, I mean, obviously based on what I kept pulling. I just like pulled only knights, so I was like, I was scared to like city and then just get like robbed and be inflexible and then not like have secure army. So I was just like, and I thought it'd be like a good pacing thing. So I was just like, yeah, I have city, give me this type of trade. I don't know, and it was really, it was bad. I think it was bad, but who knows? Maybe if I do not do it, I could lose army because like at that point, if I do city block, I have no wheat, no sheep, no ore, no port. Block a 6, I can't pop again. Like so, if someone just keeps blocking one of those, I can't really do much. So that's what I was like kind of worried about. But like a city became an important thing for me later.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, with the setup,
but
it
I feel
seems
like if like just one of those last stabs weren't just like all nights.
Yeah.
All night. When they're all nights, it just becomes all right. This is what it is.
Yeah, I hear that. It was definitely interesting watching your game kind of build up slowly. Swood, you had the first pick on this board, which seemed really strong. Honestly, a lot of advantages. You had a lot of interesting moments here. I think you had winning rolls multiple times. You bluffed a mono. Yeah, I'm curious, was there anything in the placement phase? I don't really question either of the picks, to be honest. Was there anything else that you did think about? Did you ever want to take the 8-3, or was it always going to be 6-5-11?
I mean, it really comes down to if 6-5-9 happens on this board or 9-5-10. So I think obviously if 5-9-10 opens, that opens up 3 triple hexes on the 6-5-9 area instead of, so if someone had gone 6-5-9, then they actually lock the board, so then I'm stuck on 8-3. But if someone goes 5-9-10, then either 6-5-11, 6-3-11, or 6-9-12 will be open for me. One thing I wanted to do during placements, but it was tough to like coordinate, was I wanted to try and figure out a trade to get the starting road to defend, just because Donnie gets 4 rolls to maybe roll another wooden brick or trade for it to plow 6-3. So like, I mean, 6-5-11 is my best hex or best placement there, but I was trying to figure out if there's a way where I could get like wood or like wheat for brick or wheat for wood with noise to give him the other 2. But I mean, he just correctly deduced that I don't want 6-9-12 because I don't really want to be on 6-4-9, 6-9-12. So getting the 5 and the 11 theoretically should help if the 11s roll more than once this game.
Yeah, and actually Donnie did have that plow once in hand when he settled on the 8-3, so it could have happened.
He would have held. I think he would have had to hold the road. I don't think he actually had it, if I'm not mistaken.
I did check it back. I think he had exactly the wheat to 4-for-1. Yeah.
Oh, if he 4-to-1 the wheat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
I just decided not to.
Yeah. Which that was definitely a big question mark. I felt like that could have easily happened at any point, and yeah, you're right. But it seemed there was no real deals coming out of placements. Yeah, really interesting. So Swood, you did bluff the mono at some point, and I think you did. Am I correct that you actually attempted a win trade?
Maybe. I mean, after the last 4 finals I've been in, I've realized that I can't roll for wins. So like I'm trying other aspects. Like next time, maybe we'll try something else.
Yeah, maybe a dirty mono for the win or something. You know.
Yeah, so I gotta get creative because like the rolls aren't coming through. So like.
Yeah.
I respect it. You almost got me.
Yeah, you were so close, man.
I had my finger on the accept button. Like I had it
It's
there.
tough because like I don't normally do it, so like I didn't have the conviction on it because like I don't really know what I'm supposed to say because it's not something I'm used to doing.
No, I think you said it perfectly.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
I just saw it at the last second. I was like, wait, he doesn't have mono, and if he does, then whatever, get my brick. Like it doesn't.
See,
matter.
the funny thing is during that I was like, okay, I'm gonna bluff the mono this turn. And then during that conversation, part of like my reasoning to be like Donnie's scary is I said, what if he has the mono? And I was like, wait, I'm supposed to have the mono. I can't be saying Donnie.
Yeah, that threw me off. That threw me off. And I was like, wait, he just said that. Like I can't have the mono.
Yeah, you said that in the same turn, and I thought I misheard something.
Yeah.
I was
No, as soon as I said it, I was like, shit, I just blew my card.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fun game.
No, a lot of hidden information.
I did just for like the thing with Donnie, like trading him to City. Like I kind of like forcing that mono shit a little bit, and that Harry has to kind of scrap his mono maybe to potentially stop. I mean, either one of these guys, like it just became who can hit a roll, and then it gave me winning rolls. It gave me winning rolls.
I think. No, it seemed probably the point where you gave away the extra ore early when you don't make a lot of ore felt like it might have been more impactful than that end trade, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. It was so close. It's tough to know. But if, like you said, if it gives you winning rolls, then
I thought like I'd give him 9, like force the mono situation. I knew like Sweat out a night, but I didn't think I'd get hit.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about what maybe he needed though, but then so I was like, if like I needed the sheep, so if like a 5 rolled, I could port it twice or port like have the I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think this was really a great game. Honestly, you guys all put on a great show. It was really tough to know how it was gonna go because the devs were all flying around so many non-nights, and it was really fun to watch, honestly. So congratulations, all of you on making it to the finals in the first place, and again, big ups to Donnie for getting that first title in. Yeah, I know this was a big game for all of you, but congrats, Donnie, on bringing it home.
Yeah, thank you. Really happy to finally get the title.
Yeah, sorry, Harry.
Oh, I was just saying thanks for streaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks for streaming.
Happy to. Well, GG's everyone. Thanks for the game. Has anyone got anything to add before I sign off here?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Oh yeah.
So this game, I'm just looking at my lost to stealing, lost to block production, lost to 7 rolls. I think last finals I was over 40, so I'm happy to bring it below. I'm at 36 this time.
Wow.
I think if we get that under 30, I think I might have a chance.
Sheesh. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh wow, I see it.
Yeah. That's unreal. All right. Well,
I got one more thing. More thing just from KOC side. Just from KOC. So we don't have official dates yet, but hope everyone had a good season, good end of the year. Registration will be up hopefully early January. And CKPL will also be back as well, but that's shooting for probably around April potentially at this point. So stay tuned for that. But CKPL will be back, and we'll be back with another season.
GG's. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm excited for the next season. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Have a good rest of your week. Yeah. GG's chat. Thank you for coming by. Did Harry have the mono when the bluff was happening? It seems that he pulled it right after. Is what I've understood, but we'll have to check back. I mean, my timing might be off. There's a lot of like interactions this game, and that was very dev dependent. Kind of tough to keep track of. But this game went reasonably long at 76 turns. That was a good game. It was really close. Could have gone anyway. And everyone, you know, admittedly, I think everyone made some plays that probably would change in hindsight. But yeah, I think that's what made it interesting, is that it ended up getting that close, and there is a lot of what ifs. It is Catan, and you know, everyone seems to have had their reasons for playing the way they did it, the way they did. So I like it. I think it was a good game, fun one to watch. Certainly a great final. I mean, 10-9-9-8 is about as good as you could really hope for. And yeah, I think it could have been any of them. Said it before the game, saying it after the game. Good stuff. And that's it for me for today. Working hard on some fun stuff behind the scenes. I'm going to be dropping a really big video very soon, and working on some cool Two Sheep stuff as well. I will be traveling over the weekend. I will be playing my final qualifier of the season. That's on Saturday, and I'll be visiting my grandma in the city that she lives in Germany. So I'll be seeing her. I haven't seen her for like 6 years because of COVID, and yeah, it was kind of difficult. So happy to be doing that. I'll be out for the weekend, and then I'll be back for a couple of weeks before Christmas, hopefully pumping out some videos once I finish this big one. I've been working on it for way too long, honestly. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this game, and I will see you soon enough. Have a good rest of your